All right, yeah, we're live. Chatterbox number 112. Sorry, I forgot the title. Englehart suggested a title for me that sounded great, but I fucking forgot it. So that was the next best choice.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, whoops.
Beautiful. Yeah, because that's what the people look for now. That's why people tune in.
Oh yeah, for the title. Exactly.
Although it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have a different title. Kind of like Futurama would always have something different. Or, well, The Simpsons had the couch gag. Futurama had the different little saying before each show.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's Stan Trevor. What's up, man?
Yeah, showing up. Yeah, not around as much. Dude, still haven't seen Akinaro in forever, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, maybe Akinaro like got arrested.
The authorities finally caught up with Akinaro. God damn it!
My best guess, or he like was like, yeah, I got better things to do.
Is that possible?
One or the other. Oh, I should like my own our own podcast. I feel like that's inappropriate not to. Yeah. Oh no, I
get down there somehow.
The definition is time to take entertainment to Pound Town.
Nice.
I don't know. It just seemed appropriate. It seemed fair. Let's see here. Oh, this is one I thought that you and I would get a kick out of, but probably not so much Englehart because I don't think he follows any of this shit. But Stormy Daniels' husband is calling her an adulterer. So
shocking.
I just
the chick that banged the president was cheating on her husband.
Well, I gotta say she's also a porn star.
Yeah.
You married her fully knowing all of that. Like I don't know what the point is.
Yeah, I would think that was.
Oh,
seriously, I would think that was something you'd have to accept if you're going to date a porn star.
Yeah.
You would think they're probably going to be fucking other dudes, even if it's not on camera. I mean, that's in my mind, that's not much of a distinction, honestly. Like, I think you have to accept that fact.
It's pretty fucking silly, right? Like, well, it's a divorce thing, so he's obviously trying to get like more money or something. But I find that fucking hilarious, where he's just like, "She's an adulterer," and it's like, well, fucking duh.
Yeah, that was her. Her job was to fuck other dudes for a living. I don't know what you were expecting.
Yeah, I just like that whole thing is fucking hilarious because it's just such a blatant money grab thing.
Right.
Like, on me.
Fucking, like the odds are, like with most of these porn stars, their husbands get to fuck all their friends with no fucking strings attached. You know what I mean? Like,
most of the time porn stars marry and date other porn stars. It's really not altogether that common for them to date outside of porn.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they do, but like not long term. Like,
right. Yeah, it would be tough to do that. Like, only another porn star could probably understand what it's like fucking being a porn star. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like, dude, I wouldn't be able to date a chick that was like going down like every fucking couple of days to get fucking like 3 dudes fucking her at once. Like, I'm not doing with
that. Yeah, having to wait for fucking waiting for a fucking cooch and anus to heal so I can have a fucking crack at it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I don't have a problem with people doing it. I don't like judge them, but like I don't think I could date somebody who
you couldn't date someone like that.
Other dudes like at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm beyond just the insecurity. Well, I guess that is all just insecurity. Yeah, I know I couldn't do it. Bottom line.
No, it's not insecurity, man. Humans are pretty much made to be monogamous.
Well, women.
Yeah.
I don't think men are made to be monogamous, dude.
Well, but I mean, culturally, like that's just what we do.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like human society has evolved to the point where we're like pair bonding. You know, like some animals out there.
Right.
And I wouldn't be down with like the cop out of well only if she's fucking chicks. You know, like other chicks, it's okay.
Right.
I wouldn't be down with that either. Like, sorry, but no. Yeah, I don't know. That's a trip. Yeah, dating a porn star would be tough, or like a stripper. I don't know, because like, is that a big enough difference?
Like, no, not really.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking.
Not in my mind. Yeah, I don't know about anyone else, but yeah, not in my mind, dude.
No, I don't think I could do it either. I just like, I wonder if there is like people for whom that is like, oh well, you know, she's just rubbing on his dick. She's not actually putting it in her.
Yeah, sure, she's not.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know, man. I went to a. Well, you know what? The one strip club I went to was a high end one. I'm willing to bet that's probably like less likely to get people like actually fucking. You
I don't know.
Per lap dance at a high end joint.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's probably the same anywhere, dude. To be honest with you.
Well, I would imagine the cheaper ones where you're paying like so. The high end one, you essentially bare minimum you're paying like $60 for like 5 to 10 minutes of lap dance, and the club probably takes like 20, but the stripper gets like 40.
Right.
But if you're going to like some of the low end ones, I think are like $5 to $10 that the club gets, and the stripper gets like 20 for like the same time. So maybe there's more motivation to go above and beyond for extra cash because you're just not making as much.
Could be.
And from spending like an evening, like about probably 4 or 5 hours hanging out with this dude who used a strip club bouncer. He was talking about like apparently the costs for strippers are pretty high.
Oh,
they got to do all their own makeup. They got to stay in shape, go to the gym all the time, eat like healthy. All their outfits are that they got to buy. Like they're not employed by the club in as much as they're contractors with the club.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, the club just basically takes a cut in exchange for providing, like the stage and the lights and the rooms and the security. And they take a pretty big cut, and then the strippers got to like make all their, get all their own costumes and do all the dance and everything. That's all on them.
Oh, gotcha.
So especially if like they get injured or like sick, like there's no sick pay.
Yeah, they're not using up their sick days if they don't get into work.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. All right, I still get the same amount of money, and if I don't manage to make it into strip tonight. Yeah.
And how weird of a fucking distinction is that, though? Right? Like it's totally legal, and most states have like strip clubs. So it's okay for like a hot chick to take money and rub all over your body and rub herself on your junk through your pants. But the second the clothes come off and there's actual penetration, that's like, no, hey, that's too far.
Yeah.
Like denim is the difference between legal and illegal.
Right. Jesus.
Oh, so I suppose if you wanted to take it real hardcore, you'd show up in like bicycle shorts.
Like, all right. Jesus, dude.
Can you picture the guy in this strip club like that? He just walks around with a giant heart on a fucking banana hammock, and that's it.
Yeah.
I bet you get thrown out. I don't think that would work.
Right. They're like, yeah, you got it. We're not even fucking starting with you, buddy. Just go.
Like, you're too fucking weird and creepy. Get the fuck out.
Right. And we already know this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
We're not waiting around for it to happen.
You see the dude in the banana hammock coming, it's trouble. Start playing that Taylor Swift song.
Hey.
Oh my God. I will tell you the one thing, like the bouncers at the strip club I went to were like all these big old meathead looking motherfuckers. Like I cannot imagine how fucking drunk you'd have to be to start trouble there and thinking that that's going to work out for you.
Yeah, man, they will fuck you up, man.
Oh, not one of these dudes was under 250 pounds of just solid muscle.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them was under like 6'2". Yeah, it's just like I'm a big dude, and at the time I was in I was in okay shape. I was still, I was still fat dude, but I was pretty decent shape. And holy crap, man, I would not want to mess with those dudes.
Right. Nope. I ain't fucking with these guys.
Like, man, I've had somebody swinging a baseball bat at me, and I was less intimidated.
Right. Yeah.
Mainly because the baseball bat was thinner than these fuckers' arms, like their wrists and shit,
Yeah.
God.
Those guys nail the fucking chicks all the time, though, from what I hear, dude.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know that when I was going to take when I had that offer of
pimpness, your pimp interview.
Yeah, that thing where they were gonna like have me, where the lady was gonna have me drive her hookers around and like provide like protection.
Just say pimp, dude. You don't have to fucking. You're gonna be a pimp.
But I wouldn't have been the pimp. I would have just been like the fucking assistant pimp.
Yeah.
So she was Gator. The pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like they wouldn't have answered directly to me; they answered to her, and she probably has people that would have beat the shit out of me if I was getting out of line. So it's not like I wasn't the top of that food chain.
Okay.
Because I think isn't that the line between pimp and not pimp?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds awful pimp-like to me, dude. She's more like the madam.
Okay, she was the madam. I would have been like the assistant pimp. So, but yeah, that part of that was going to be.
It's kind of like the duties of a pimp / madam. Because I mean, really, there's not a huge difference between pimp and madam. Maybe in the relationships between the girls or between the workers and management.
I'm willing to bet. The
relationship's a little different.
Respect for her. I have a lot more respect for her than for me because she's not gonna buy the bullshit.
Right.
Like, I'm a dude, so they're gonna figure they can manipulate me. Not true, but they're gonna think they could.
Right.
And she would have been like less likely to fall for like the lines or the flirting and stuff like that. She's not going to buy into that.
Right. Yeah, although from what I understand of the pimp shit, like apparently those chicks like think that the dude loves them, and maybe he does too. I think like they really treat it like a relationship, but they're still getting paid to fuck other people.
Yeah, that seems.
Yeah, it's a really weird dynamic, dude.
Yeah, I've never interviewed considered a hooker because it seems so fucking empty. Like it's nothing really there. Like I mean you get to like get off, but I mean if you're really that desperate, just go to like a shitty fucking bar or something and pick some drunk up. Probably pay less and be less.
Yeah, no, I never really understood it. Because like the few times I like fucked someone that I didn't really know that well or whatever, like the sex was great, but you kind of feel like I'm gonna sound like such a chick here, but like afterwards you kind of feel like kind of empty, like there was no real connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that sounds really fucking ladylike, and I probably shouldn't have said that.
No, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole thing, the concept of hookers just seems empty for that reason.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't know, just not there's. I'd rather it be with somebody I'm actually interested in.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Also, I would think like I don't know, would it be awkward because that chick doesn't give fuck one about you at all. It's not even like the pretense where you like get a one night stand where there's like the pretense of interest.
Right.
Like, you both really you're just getting off, but you could pretend that you kind of like each other.
Yeah.
Whereas like the hooker, like there's nothing there. Like that's not even a question.
Yeah. You literally know, like, okay, this is only happening because I'm paying this bitch to fuck me. Yeah.
Exactly. I guess you know what? Like the upgrade to that would be like the escort.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they kind of try to pretend that they're.
Yeah, they try to like have a friendly relationship with you, kind of thing. A friendly casual. Yeah. I was watching a YouTube video where this chick who was an escort was trying to like paint it up real pretty, like she wasn't a whore. Like I was like, nah, you're still a whore.
All right. They're like, no, we just hang out, and sometimes we end up fucking. Like every time you end up fucking. Like you might use that excuse if the guy's completely disgusting or something. Like, no, you're paying to hang out, and if we have sex, we have sex. That it's not, and then that guy would just never fucking use that chick again, or you know what I mean? Would never fucking hire that chick again.
Yeah, you wouldn't get repeat business. Not only that, but the word would get around. Because I would imagine like, a lot of the people that are kind of into that probably, like, you know, they know each other, and like that's how they find escorts that are like not cops in disguise, is, you know, passing the word and shit.
Right.
Like it gets around kind of information. It's like, oh yeah, well that Cindy fucking, she don't put out. Don't pay her like $1,000 for your, you know, your evening out.
Yeah. Very quickly, they'd be out of work.
Although she has, like, she was talking about like different things she's done. She has done like the pretend to be somebody's girlfriend for like the weekend thing.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't imagine anything more awkward than that. Can you imagine being in like the inverse of that, where you're like some chick is paying you money to like pretend to be her boyfriend for like a weekend with the family kind of thing?
Yeah, that's fucking bizarre, dude. Oh man, yeah, you'd have to be pretty slick to kind of pull that off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like boyfriends and girlfriends know shit about each other. Some rando that's paying you a couple $1,000, like, you don't know shit about that dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that would have to be tough, dude. Like you'd have to actually get your story straight. Okay, this is how we're gonna say we met, and you know what I mean? Making up a bunch of fucking nonsense.
Which makes it harder.
Yeah, let's hope nobody asks any questions more in depth than this here. No, if not, just bullshit your way through it.
Well, you got to be really careful though, because it's really hard to make a lie convincing if you have to tell it more than once.
Right.
So, like, if you're telling the truth, generally there's little weird imperfections and stuff that are going to change from telling to telling.
Right.
But if you've rehearsed a story, you're going to hit like everything on the fucking nail, probably in the same exact order. With the
same you're telling a story. You're fucking you're reciting a narrative essentially. It's not natural.
Yeah, so you'd have to figure out. You'd probably want to figure out ahead of time like a few things to throw in as variations and fucking upsets if you really wanted it to sell.
Right.
Because you're dealing.
I think
with
we're analyzing.
So they're gonna know.
I think we're analyzing this way too much, dude.
Okay, maybe honest with you. We're taking that down the rabbit hole. I'm like,
maybe not. I mean, you can keep going if you want. I'm just saying.
I think
we might be putting too much thought into this.
Oh, you should hear some of the strategies.
Yeah. Like the level of conversation we're getting into about that is it would only be appropriate if we were actually outlining a book that we were going to write.
Yeah, like we're getting ready to like fucking write a book about how to lie to your family.
Then it would make sense to get that deep into it.
Oh god, yeah, okay, maybe that was too far. No, you should hear some of the Machiavellian fucking plans I come up with in like Sea of Thieves. And they'd work if people would just fucking listen. I mean, it's shit like, all right, you're going to swim out here. We're going to fucking get them to follow us over there. And then we're going to like anchor turn. And then you're going to jump off the boat to distract them while he's swimming up to the boat. And like, but nobody wants to listen. They just all go pell-mell out and do whatever.
Nobody can stick to the plan.
Yeah. Well, each boat has 2 ladders to get on. So what you want to do is you want to get somebody to get on the boat that you're attacking so they can protect the holes that you make so that the other team can't repair them to sink their boat. Otherwise, it takes for fucking ever. Like, you can be in a boat battle for like a half hour, 45 minutes, hour and a half, easily. Because everybody's got all these supplies to like repair the boat.
Yeah, they're just constantly repairing it as fast as you can do the damage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, there's only 2 ladders that you can go from the water onto the boat. So you gotta make sure, and it's a really distinctive sound when somebody swims up and gets on the ladder. So you gotta really get everybody focused if you want somebody else to be able to board their boat so that they're not watching the ladders.
All right.
And it's really good if you can get them focused on one side because one guy's starting up there but not really going to go up, and the other guy's going up on the other side to clear the way.
Yeah, nice little distraction.
Yeah, well, it makes it
pay attention to that guy.
Well, because if the second guy, the one that's supposed to go up, not the distraction, can get up and kill the dude that's watching the ladders, usually you get both people on the boat, and then it's 2v3 instead of 1v4. So then you've only got 3 people left, and it's 2 people that snuck onto the boat, and the other 3 are probably, repairing or shooting or steering and not paying enough attention to see that you guys are both on the boat yet.
No, right.
Yeah.
But nobody ever follows the plan, huh?
Not often. It's not a great player base, unfortunately, for that game. Like once in a while, you find a good boat that you're like you team up and everybody works really well together. But it can take like half hour, 45 minutes of going cycling through different boats.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's fucking boring.
Right. Oh, damn.
It's easier to play solo half the time. Like today I was solo and I think I got a couple of guys to quit. Like
no.
they sunk my boat because I was carrying animals, and like when I don't want to get in battle because the cannonballs will kill all my animal things. So I was trying to run, but they finally managed to get me down because some fucking programming glitch they made where like you have these gunpowder barrels and suddenly they fucking get stuck on your ladders, which is ridiculous. Like they shouldn't do that. They're not supposed to. It's a fucking error that got made somewhere somehow.
Oh, okay.
Like, you go to drop one overboard and like bomb, like basically like water mine the boat that's following you, and it fucking gets stuck on the side of your boat, and it's a giant target that says blow me up and sink the ship. You all you got to do is hit it once.
Right. Jesus.
So I ended up with one of those on the side of my boat. They got me. So then I respawned and I found their boat and I started attacking them. And I just was like, you guys are the only thing I'm going to do for the next 2 hours is sink your fucking boat. And then I sunk them. And then it just disappeared, which usually means they locked off. So they went to like a different server.
They're like, all right, we're done with this fucker.
Well, because when I wasn't trying to run away or be like passive, they were done. It was just like it was over.
It's crazy. They're just like, all right, we're out.
That was the end of that. Yeah.
Shit. It's great.
It was pretty funny. I was pretty fucking mad. I was more mad than I should have been.
Right. Yeah. That takes some dedication to fucking keep that up that long. Like, yeah. That's intense, man.
Like you guys just made my list. Made my list of all I'm doing while I play the game today.
Right. But you guys are funny.
To be fair, I'm almost level 50
to fucking destroy you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm almost level 50, and that was the turn-in that was going to take me from level 48 to 49. So I was like, you just fucked up me getting to level 49 out of 50. Now I'm real mad. Like, it was almost there. Right. And the thing is, for nothing. Like none of the stuff that I had was worth anything to them.
They were just being fucking cocks.
Yeah. Because the merchant stuff, I'm like, hey, look, all I got is chickens and pigs. Come look, man, they ain't nothing to steal. Because like they sell them for like 100 a piece if they can, and I get like 1,500, like 1,000 to 1,500 a pop. It's like for whatever reason, the merchant's quest, like the animals are worthless unless you have a contract to deliver them somewhere. Whereas like the treasure chest or like the skulls, they're the same value. Whoever turns them in, doesn't matter where you turn them in. So if somebody's got those, it's totally you absolutely sink them for that. If somebody sinks me for a bunch of treasure chests, I got no problem, man. That's just
it makes sense.
That's part of the
game. If they're sinking it because because it's just screwing you without really benefiting them. Like, it's one thing to screw somebody over, or not really screw somebody over, but attack somebody for something that is worth something to you. But yeah, to attack you and all you have is something that, again, has great value to you, but is almost worthless.
Most of it died when I went down. So most of the animals in the cages died, and the cages don't have any value at all.
Right.
So not only if they'd gotten it, would it have been useless? They probably only got like a third of what I even had.
Yeah. No, it sucks when you get people like that. Like I said, we have on the game that I play, we have an entire fucking kingdom of those fucking assholes.
Yeah.
That have decided to just anybody that's not shielded, they're gonna attack and fucking zero out. Just to be cocksuckers. Yeah, it's frustrating, dude.
So how is fighting against them going? Have you guys got enough people together to fuck them up, or?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Basically, all the rest of the fucking kingdom is like, hey, we're gonna stop fighting each other at all. We're gonna fucking abandon all our little squabbles, and we're all going to fight them. So yeah, it's turning out pretty well, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's kind of tough because when you get up to a certain level, it's essentially impossible to get attacked and actually really hurt because there's only a certain amount of people you can send in a per march, right?
Oh, okay.
So if you have this huge fucking keep with all these, literally millions of soldiers, and the biggest thing that they can send is individually. I don't know what the top march is. Like right now, I can send about 75,000 in a march, and I'm pretty high up there. So it's probably around I don't know, maybe 150, 200,000 tops. So if you're sending up, I think the top guy has literally over 1 billion soldiers.
Oh my god, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, so if you send 200,000 soldiers against that guy, even if they're the same level, which they wouldn't be, they're going to get fucking destroyed. They're not going to make a dent. You're going to kill all your soldiers.
Yeah, you're going to do 10,000 soldiers worth of damage to him, and he's going to be fine.
Yeah, and all your soldiers are going to be dead and wounded. So yeah, it kind of sucks because we're really high up there. It's kind of hard to damage those people. But there's still a few of the assholes that are small enough that are not too large where they can't be attacked. And we've definitely gotten some of them. So that fucking helps. There was this one bitch.
Some of the allies. That's a good one to go. Yeah, that's a good start.
Right, yeah. Well, there's this one bitch. There's one of the alliances that we're friendly with. The chick that was the head of the alliance just quit and fucking joined the fucking asshole alliance.
Oh, right. Dude, that's not cool.
Which is messed up on one level. It's kind of messed up just to do that. But the other thing is she didn't tell anybody what she was doing. So what happened is she had a bunch of people under her, right? There's levels or tiers or whatever of people underneath you. Like if you're the tier 1, you're the head, right? And then you can have 5 people under you, which that would be the tier 2.
5 under them, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and that tier 2, each of those can have 5, down to 4, down to the 4th tier. The 4th tier, if you're tier 4, you can't add anybody. You can't have anybody under you. All right, so there's hundreds of people that no longer are in an alliance because she just fucking quit and went and joined that thing without warning.
I didn't tell anybody. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. The great thing is a lot of those big players from them joined our fucking group, dude. So it worked out really well. Like we went from being not even in the top 10 to being the number 4 alliance, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you're working the way up.
Yeah. What's cool because our leader is her diplomacy skills are fucking unreal. She fucking does it, but she manages to fucking be cool with almost everybody. Yeah, and the fact that we were the only ones for a while that were defying these assholes helped out tremendously. You know what I mean? Because everybody was, we were the first ones to actually say, well, fuck you, dude. And we're going to fucking attack you back. If you're going to be attacking us for no fucking reason, we're going to attack you back.
Yeah.
Like we were the only ones that were actually doing that. So now we're kind of like the fucking, focal point of everything, dude. Even if we're not the top alliance.
You're sort of like,
so yeah,
like the leader of the coalition kind of thing. Like it's not an alliance, but you're like this coalition that temporarily formed to fuck up these assholes. You guys are the ones that are like, dude, start the whole fucking thing, essentially.
Yeah. So it feels pretty good, dude, because those people fucking hate us, dude. There's the one dude on my group who, dude, it's amazing how much they fucking hate this guy. It's fucking glorious, dude, because he's constantly attacking all the smaller groups. It's exactly what they do, and they fucking attack our smaller ones and zero them out. And with zero them out, I don't. It's probably not clear what I mean, because you can attack someone and you can kill and wound all their troops, but their wall is still up and all their stuff's still available. If you keep attacking them even after the troops are gone, their wall will slowly wear down, and you fucking just, they're like essentially utterly destroyed. They get randomly teleported to somewhere else on the map. If you keep attacking them like that. Yeah, so when I say zero out, it's not just killing the troops. It's fucking, you keep going until you fucking, port them to some random spot on the map.
And I'm going to guess that to build that wall takes a lot of resources, right?
No, it really doesn't, but it's not an easy thing to bring down, but it's time more than anything. It just takes time to build back up. Yeah. But yeah,
well, that's still good though, because if you're costing their time, like they're spending time that they're not attacking, building that wall back.
Right. But yeah, so it's inconvenient. Well, the worst part of it is being, depending on where you end up getting ported to, is kind of what determines like how shitty it is. Because if you're in a good spot where there's a lot of high level farms and there's a lot of like the level of creatures that you can hunt, because that's not everywhere. Like you might end up somewhere where there's only really low level creatures, and you got to go like a fucking really long distance before you get anywhere where you can hit creatures that are worth your hitting. Or maybe somewhere where it's level 30 creatures, which 30 is the highest. 25 to 30 level creatures that you can't even fucking kill.
That makes sense.
You can end up getting teleported to a shitty spot. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you might end up losing all the like really nice perks of where you were at, like
exactly.
Ease of reaching resources in the short period of time, turnaround time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I've been to spots where I've had to go like over 100 leagues just to get to the top level farms, which are level 6 farms or level 6 mills, that kind of shit. And where I'm at now, they're like 20 leagues away, so it's really, really fucking close. But yeah, you can get into some fucked up spots where there's nothing remotely close, because that's like a 20-minute march. Like, if you have to go that far, you have to, like, let's say, because like when I'm going to bed or something, I want to send my guys out to farm, so they're doing something constructive while I'm sleeping. And, well, you got to wait. If it's that far away, you got to wait and make sure that they get there before someone else gets there, or before the farm sometimes will just disappear on you while you're marching towards them.
Okay.
Because the game is constantly updating and doing that kind of shit. So sometimes it'll be like, all right, well, this area is getting wiped, and now the farms are here, and here, and they're not where they were when you started your march, which is infuriating, dude. So fucking angry. Like, it sucks when someone else jumps it that's closer. Like, that's fucked up too. But yeah, for it to just disappear on you because the game cycled through or whatever, frustrating. Dude.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but well, okay. So what I was saying is, there's the one dude that had just joined shortly after all the shit started going down, and like he would be attacking them like crazy. And he's like, "You guys," and then would be like, "Why are you attacking us?" Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we're attacking you because you were attacking us. Like, in their mind, they're like attacking all our little. Like, dude, this is fucking vengeance. So they fucking hate that dude, and fucking they never can catch him, dude, because you can shield and do that where they can't attack you. And dude, it's amazing to watch. Like in the chat, like the kingdom wide chat or whatever you want to call it. When he shows up in the chat, it's so fucking hilarious to see how fucking angry anybody in that clan gets anytime he starts commenting in the chat, dude. It's
glorious, they all come on and like trash talk and shit.
Yeah, but you can tell like this is not fucking banter. Like these motherfuckers hate this dude. Yeah. Yeah. At first, he keeps changing his name, but at first he named himself Rambo.
Oh, you drew.
I forget what his name was before that, but he changed it to Rambo. He's like, "You guys drew first blood." You know, that was his whole fucking little shtick, which was pretty. It was pretty funny. You know, like I think he was just trying to drive the point home. Like, dude, I'm not attacking for no reason, assholes. Fucking idiot. You know, so yeah, I forget what does he change it to now. He was a wrestler. I think he changed his name to The Rock or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, no, he's a really good dude. Like, you know, they've fucking obviously they'd asked him to join, and he was like, "Fuck you! I'd rather fucking die, fucking assholes." You know, and those are the kind of people we have. It was like, dude, I'm not joining you. I'd rather fucking lose and fucking join your ass, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was nice because we had a lot of pretty decent sized people, but nobody that was really, really big like that. So yeah, it was fucking amazing. And that's actually the dude that I've been selling comics to get money to fucking play this game. Because he had asked, because well, again, I have a bunch of shit that I have doubles and triples of that are actually worth a decent amount of money. And plus, he wanted to get some comics for his son to be able to give to him when he was older. So he was like, "Look, I'll give you $100, and you give me, you know, whatever." Because the first time, like, I wanted to like be like, "Hey, man, I really appreciate what you're doing for us." So I literally gave him almost $1,000 worth of comics for $100.
Damn.
You know, I'm like, look, well, dude, I was like, it made a huge difference. And plus, again, they're just fucking sitting here, dude. They're not doing anything. So, you know,
well, and it's either that or I'm gonna like multiples. It's like whatever, right?
Right, you know? Right. Yeah. Plus, yeah, I mean, if I'm selling it to a comic shop, that's about all I would get for them anyway. Was my other kind of rationale for it.
Probably, yeah. You almost get ripped off by the comic shops.
I would rather have him get them than sell them for 10 cents on the dollar to a comic shop.
Yeah.
So that's part of it too. But even since then, basically, I'll still give him a really good deal. I'll give him like $300 to $350 worth of comics for like $100.
Oh yeah.
So I'm still, in my mind, it's not easy to get actual value for comics. By the way.
Oh yeah, no, I used to
have a lot of fucking patience.
You ever heard of Magic the Gathering, like a card game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got into that around 3rd edition. And so I had a lot of, by now, like the cards that I had when I started would be worth a substantial amount. But like, because my brother started to get into it, and this is a while ago, but I you know, at the time it was like, they were still pretty valuable. But I'd rather just give them to my brother than like try to sell them to a comic shop for whatever, like, they would have But if you take them like individually and, you know, go on eBay and stuff like that, I could have made a lot more money off of it.
You know, you got to be really patient though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And even then you're going for less than, you know, market value or whatever it's supposed to be.
Well, market value is whatever you can get, essentially. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day.
Yeah. But I mean, like what you see in like a pricing guide, like it's difficult to get the actual values, you know, on eBay and that shit.
Yeah. Well,
I bought a bunch.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I've always considered the pricing guides to be like just that, guides, not like writ. You know what I mean? Like, because otherwise you get your expectations too high.
Yeah. So what I was doing is like the first batch I gave them, almost all of them were stuff that I had doubles of. Like I have, you know, are you familiar with the character Carnage from like Spider-Man and Marvel Universe?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Carnage is basically like Venom.
But like he kills people.
Well, he bonded with like a dude that's complete psychopath.
Yeah.
Like with no conscience. So that's essentially what Carnage is. He's just like Venom, but without any conscience whatsoever. He's a pretty fucking popular character now. I have like 6 copies of his first appearance. Right? Okay. And I got them. Yeah, see, I got them a long time ago. I got them 10 years ago when they're worth like $5 a piece. And now they're worth like $150 a piece. So like that was one of the ones I sent him because I got 5 other ones, so it's not really a big deal to lose them. Or at one time, this was a couple years ago, I had 3 copies of the first appearance of Gambit.
Yeah,
and the X-Men. It was worth like I don't know. I think that, you know what? I'm gonna check and see how much it's worth now. But basically, I had like 3 copies of it, so I sold 2 of them. So again, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I don't have 3 copies, but I still have 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All you really want is like ultimately all you need is the one, and then the other ones are usually good for like trading for other things or selling when you need the money. It's like an investment essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically not a huge loss. It's not like selling shit that I don't have a huge amount.
Right, it's like collecting anything. Like, I mean, if you're into a collecting whatever item, there's usually like a scene for that, and you're going to end up with like multiples of stuff that you can trade and sell back and forth with other people to buy and trade for the things you don't have yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's usually how that all works out. Although I would imagine if Spider-Man got a reboot, that'd be the time to fucking sell. Like if a new Spider-Man movie was coming out, or like if they were going to make a Gambit movie for a little while, I think it ended up falling through, but they were thinking about it.
Yeah, because that shit. Yeah, if there's a movie about it, about a character or whatever. Yeah, you want to buy anything you can, or even like the X-Men when they made the Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
The actual comics of the story of the Days of Future Past, which is around what 150s, 160s, somewhere in there. It was still quite a while ago, but those I have those issues, and they went from being worth like $30 to being worth like 100 something. After the movie came out.
That's you want to capitalize. It's like whenever a fucking movie from a book comes out, suddenly that book is like cost you twice as much from the bookstore. Like they automatically just fucking raise the price like by like 100%. It's fucking crazy. Like Lord of the Rings and shit came out, and suddenly all the Lord of the Rings books were like $20 instead of like 10.
Right. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. But yeah, especially comics though, like they'll get super valuable. But yeah, that's what he asked me to do. He was like, "Look, I want something that's give me stuff that's worth something now, but that you think is going to be worth something in 20 years." So that fit the bill perfectly because Carnage is alleged to be going to be making an appearance in fucking Spider-Man movies.
I'm curious what's going to happen. Like, I'm wondering if they're going to reboot them yet again, because the current one is like, I think it's the Garfield Spider-Man was decent, but they were doing the not the Mary Jane, but the other chick. What is
it? Gwen Stacy.
The Gwen Stacy one, and then Gwen Stacy died by like the end of the first movie or the second movie or something like that, and that just kind of like killed it in the theaters. People were just like done.
Yeah, well, Gwen Stacy died in the comic. I guess they didn't have to.
I'm not saying that they did anything wrong. I'm just saying that was just like people were done with it after that. Right. I think a lot of people would have been more on board if they kept Gwen Stacy alive, but it obviously wouldn't have been true to the fucking book.
But again, a lot of shit isn't.
Yeah,
like I'm still so fucking angry. I'm still so fucking angry at how they played off the Phoenix Force thing and that fucking. That still fucking riles me up.
Yeah, where suddenly it's like a split personality instead of an alien fucking creature.
Yeah. Instead of a cosmic fucking force that she bonded with, it's she's multiple personalities. She was too powerful, so we gave her another personality. Like, you're fucking kidding me?
Well, it made fucking Professor X look like a sinister fucking whack job, dude.
Yeah, like really? Yeah, you're fucking with their mind like this and shutting shit away.
Arbitrarily, arbitrarily creating a second personality and shutting the first one down. Like, how is that not just murdering a child?
Right. Yeah, regardless of what you think. It's fucking horrible, dude.
Well, if you're gonna kill the kid, kill the kid. Don't be a pussy. Don't fucking torture her for like 20 fucking years. You know, by putting a fucking one of her personalities in stasis and then making the one you like better be the primary personality. Like, if you tried to do that in like multiple personality disorder, people that have like actual like that actual fucking diagnosis. Although I think they changed it to something else, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, you lose your fucking license to practice.
Right.
You know, like, even if it was like the prime personality was like a fucking psycho, you'd lose your license.
Yeah, that's still meddling far more than
man. You'd be done.
Yeah. But dude, I don't understand why the Phoenix Force couldn't in the movies. Like, is that too comic book?
It's way cooler.
I thought so, but again, maybe I'm just a comic book fan. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've seen the cartoons where they went through that storyline or a couple of different storylines with the Phoenix, and it was way neater.
Yeah, I kind of figured, like, okay, in the Infinity Wars or whatever, like the movies, they don't do anything with Mistress Death, right?
Yeah.
That because maybe Mistress Death isn't going to be all that fucking cool on screen or whatever. So I kind of get why they didn't want to have to put her in there. So it's not like I'm a slave to everything has to be exactly like the comics.
Yeah.
Right. Because, you know, are you familiar with the Infinity storyline where
Thanos I don't know that they ever showed that in the cartoons. I never really got into the comics. I only watched like the cartoons and shit.
Yeah. Well, Thanos is essentially in love with Mistress Death. And Mistress Death is kind of like, Mistress Death is actually in love with Deadpool, of all people.
I know. Okay, so that's the same character. I know who Mistress Death is then, yeah, for sure, because the Deadpool stuff.
Yeah, so basically the reason Thanos actually made Deadpool immortal, so he could never die and fucking be with Mistress Death. You know, that's part of what he did. But
Thanos and then made Deadpool immortal. I thought, in the movies, it was just a function of the experiment.
Right. Yeah. And that actually makes it kind of cool. That might be right too. Like, it might be almost immortal, but Thanos made it official. I'm not 100% sure on it, but basically, that's why Thanos ends up wiping out half of everything that's alive. Half in the universe was for Mistress Death. Apparently, he just does it because people or something.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that gets resolved in the movies. Like, I'm sure.
Well, apparently he just decides. Like, there's no real reason for it. He just decides he wants to kill half the people.
No. In the movies, it was like he thinks that there's not enough resources for all of the people, but there's plenty of resources that half the people could live perfectly.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, like, he's creating it's the typical, like, the villain trying to create the
utopia.
What do you call that? Utopia, yeah, the utopian ideal, which is never really possible. You can't really create a utopia.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, I kind of get that though. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if that's the way you wanted to go with it, that's not that bad. But I really thought the Phoenix Force, the Phoenix Force thing, writing it as a multiple personality thing, just fucking so fucking stupid, dude.
It cheapens something that would have made the world broader. It narrows down the universe in a way that's kind of lame because. But then again, it also kind of shut down where those movies could go. Like, then they had to go to X-Men First Class and start over, essentially, because they really just wrote themselves into like a fucking Boringsville.
Yeah, well, dude,
whereas
you can introduce
Phoenix. It opens up the universe and all sorts of characters from other places and worlds. And
you can bring in the Shi'ar, you can bring in the fucking Kree, the Skrull, the fucking you can bring in all these fucking other bullshit, because fucking Phoenix essentially to fucking feed. At one point, it devours a fucking star and wipes out an entire fucking solar system, dude.
Yeah,
like that's fucking that's pretty fucking cool.
It's like all they want to do is go over like the persecution stuff.
Right.
Over and over and over in all of the X-Men movies. They never go beyond that. It's a real generic, real primal storyline that's going to be compelling. And it's like they're too afraid of branching out into anything actually interesting.
Right.
That's an okay storyline for the first movie or two.
Yeah.
But then you really got to get something interesting, because you can't have the same basic plot over and over.
Right.
Which is essentially like the X-Men are persecuted by humans because they're different, and different is bad.
Right. Yeah, it's an obvious analogy for fucking minorities. It always has been.
Yeah.
But it's a nice part of the story. But it gets old, man. It gets tired,
and that's why they have to keep rebooting, and they can never make like more than like 1 or 2 movies.
Yeah, they keep kind of writing themselves out of shit. But I think they could easily branch out into all that. The Shi'ar are pretty interesting. The Kree and the Skrull are pretty interesting. It gets pretty good, dude.
I think the public would eat up more interesting and more convoluted stories.
Well, dude, the Guardians of the fucking Galaxy prove that, dude.
Yeah.
Those did fucking amazing. And that, again, deals with the Kree Empire and fucking, that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not much. They allude to it more than, Ronan the Accuser.
But at the same time, those are essentially the same storyline. Like, here's the Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody doesn't like them because they're different. Right. And then, the second one was all about, like, Star-Lord making peace with, his fucking, what race he is, essentially. And learning to be okay with that.
Right.
I mean, it was an obvious thing of like white privilege and let's get rid of the white privilege kind of thing to me.
Yeah, dude, have I not seen that? I don't think I've seen the second one. Holy shit!
Do you know?
I don't think I ever saw the second one.
Guardians? Oh, it's great. It's a fun movie.
No, I don't think I have.
Kills it. Kurt Russell chews up the fucking scenery in that. He's so fun.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And the storyline, despite me making a little bit of fun of it, is really fun and compelling. It's a very good story.
Right, yeah. No, I really liked the first one, dude. Yeah, that was pretty good. So, I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Like, holy shit, I don't think I've seen the second one. I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, whereas I think I've got both of them on DVD. But there's, I think there's a lot of room for other kinds of stories that they're just not telling because everybody's kind of playing it safe in Hollywood right now.
Yeah,
it's why we get all these remakes and there's really not a lot of original stories coming out of Hollywood. I think that's why Harry Potter got as big as it did. Because Harry Potter wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that great of a story. It just was.
Yeah, I tried. Like, I really tried to get into Harry Potter, and I just couldn't do it.
But the thing that made it big was because it wasn't the same story over and over that's been being told. Oh, Metal Man's here. Hey, what's up, Metal Man?
Well, yeah, I think that's the same with Guardians of the Galaxy, though. I mean, it was made
they're breaking out into like different kind of areas.
Yeah, it was definitely something different, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, there was some similarity. I think there was enough similarity to like the classic storylines, but to get people willing to go see it in the first place. And then they definitely diverged a lot more than most things. Is what made them as popular, because it was like, I wasn't able to predict the entire movie from the first scene.
Right. Yeah, I hate fucking having that ability, dude.
Everybody does, because the stories are all the same.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But no, like my ex and the kids, I'd be like, and when I'd be watching movies, and I'd be like, all right, this is what's going to happen, and it would happen, and they're like, how did you know that? I'm like, is it not fucking obvious? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to Alita Battle Angel, if that comes out, because that movie is not a typical fucking storyline for our cinema at all.
Right.
You can find on YouTube. You can find the original animated like Alita Battle Angel, like the movie that came out. Oh no, Metal Man, we're not doing movie predictions. We're just talking about how like some movies are divergent from like the common storylines, whereas a lot of them are just basically the same fucking story over and over with different characters.
Yeah, where you can watch a movie you've never seen and you know exactly what's going to happen, pretty much scene by scene.
The names and faces have changed for the protection of the actors, but the stories remain the same.
Right.
But no,
you know what I'd like to
is
go ahead.
Is a totally different fucking story. It's real fucking dark. It goes to some real fucking weird places, and that like the manga itself went way more. But like there was one essentially long animated movie or like 2 animated episodes that they did as like a launch to get people interested in the manga, and that's what they're I assume basing the movie off of. And there's some weird shit in there. Like at one point, somebody gets saved because their head gets saved. Like it gets real fucked up.
Wow.
So I'm interested to see where it goes.
That's crazy. Yeah, what ones I'd like to see is, well, I guess there already have been movies made out of his books, but Clive Barker, man, his stuff is fucking really fucking twisted and really unique generally. I like his books way more than Stephen King's, dude. I think as far as horror and that, dude. Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah. Have you read any of his Clive Barker stuff?
No, I've never read Stephen King either, though. I've only watched like the Stephen King's movies and shit.
Right.
And I kind of like the sinister themes, but they're not really terrifying or horror from what I can see.
Yeah. Although Stephen King's good, don't get me wrong, but I
love his stuff, man. I love the movies and stuff from his books.
Yeah, I definitely prefer Clive Barker's to his. I'd love to see Weave. There's a book called Weave World, which is really good. If any of you guys ever come across it, get that book, dude. It's really a unique story. Like his is more like it's definitely a fucking horror associated with it, but it's more of like fantasy horror, I guess.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of more fantasy elements to it, but it's still terrifying, dude. Like, what do you brings into it, man? It's fucking terrifying shit.
We'll see, man. I'm down to watch any kind of cool story, man. That's what I love, man. The really interesting things.
Yeah. Actually, it was kind of funny when I was in California. Wasn't this last time? I think the time before. I went to a bookstore there, and I was buying a book from Clive Barker. And the guy actually at the bookstore was like, he actually said exactly what I was thinking. He was like, what I'd like to see made into a movie. And he literally said the same one. He's like, Weave World. I would love to see Weave World made into a movie. And I was like, yep. I've been talking about it for years, man. Yeah. Yet to happen. But hopefully someday.
Have you ever read Raymond Feist?
Raymond Feist? No, never even heard of him.
He writes fantasy novels, Raymond Feist, and they are way better than Tolkien as far as like the stories that go on. I enjoyed them a lot more, and I love Tolkien. Tolkien's from my childhood, but Feist's like they would make way better series of movies. The Magician Apprentice and Master series.
Right.
It gets fucking epic. It gets multiple dimensions involved, but it's all like medieval high fantasy. And it stays medieval high fantasy even with like dimensions and other worlds and stuff.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it's epic. I mean, it's so much fun. He gets into so many details of all these different worlds, and there's multiple series from each different like thing. It's great. And then they made movies out of that. They blow people's fucking minds.
Yeah. See, that's kind of the unfortunate thing is, like you said, they don't seem to want to take these risks. Just want to reboot shit and have sequels, which I get. Like they're almost like it's definitely the safe play. You know what I mean? But man, you could fucking try every once in a while. It seems like you know, you could build a well, they kind of describe it in like the video game industry of building a war chest, so you can actually branch out and take these chances on something that's not as well known. You know, like the Call of Duty's going to make a shitload of money. You save money from that, and you try this other shit. You know, that may or may not work, but you're still going to be okay because you've got the money.
It's diverged away from art to business. It's really not like the big studios that are making these movies. They don't give a fuck about art. There's no real artistic value.
Right.
They don't really care.
Yeah. They want to make money.
Like, they started out as like artists and stuff, like United Artists. You know, it started out with like trying to make art, but at this point, that's just a pretense.
Yeah. It's exclusively about making the money, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, you definitely have to have that consideration, but
yeah, of course, man. Look, you can't go making $100 million films and not fucking get any of your money back, or make a profit off of at least some of them, or you'll end up out of business. Like I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying, like, there's really not even an attempt at art on any of the major films at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty much the bottom line, and that's fucking it.
Yeah,
like, there's shit that can be artistic and still make money, and I don't think it's like they're like, yeah, maybe, but this will definitely make money. Like, well, come on.
I think there was a sweet spot in the '80s where they were like willing to just throw anything at it and just fucking try all sorts of shit because it was like it hit like a cheap zone.
Right.
I'm wondering if it's waiting. We need to hit that cycle again where it becomes there's a certain low end to make movies that pretty much anybody can do it kind of thing that's gonna like cause a boom and like more interesting films getting out.
Yeah, although I would imagine that with the technology getting cheaper, because you really could with a lot of the smartphones nowadays, you really could shoot a fucking movie on these things.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
a lot of YouTubers were doing this with their smartphones at this point now. I mean, they don't even need anything else for a lot of the vloggers and shit.
Yeah. The technology is there where anybody can really shoot something that looks like there's a lot of production value behind it without having to actually pay a shitload of money.
It's weird now. Like, there was like a set of twins from some fucking like Sweden or Norway or something like that, where they like got big off of Musical.ly and then ended up on YouTube and started making like music videos and shit.
All right.
Like, I think they just fizzled out, but like it's all from like a smartphone. Like they built like a fucking little they almost went into like, the music industry through just using a smartphone to make silly videos on Musical.ly for like a while.
Yeah.
Because it's it's super high def at this point, and like anybody can fucking do it.
Yeah, it's become so accessible to
and these are like 13, 14-year-old kids that did it. Like on a smartphone, they just fucking almost got to the point where they started a music career.
Right. Yeah. Well, apparently there's all kinds of editing software and shit right on the phones, which I never realized.
Oh, that's a trip. I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently.
So I wouldn't know.
All right. But yeah, apparently there's all kinds of really decent editing software that just comes on the phones or that you can download that works fucking amazingly well. So yeah, it's interesting to see how much that's evolved, where you don't need a big ass fucking, I don't know how much cameras go for in movies, but I'm sure they're thousands of dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the big expensive cameras, but you can get something that's pretty goddamn close now in the fucking palm of your hand.
Yeah. Well, it's like I would love to be able to make a movie at some point.
Right. Yeah, get a smartphone. Quit fucking around.
Yeah, really, exactly. Get a smartphone and quit fucking around. I just gotta find a group of people if I want to do something like that crazy. Oh, let's see. In the chat, it looks like Jared Leto will probably be playing Marvel's Morbius the Living Vampire late 2019 coming out. And then a reboot of Hellraiser and possible remake of Nightbreed.
Nightbreed.
I don't know what Nightbreed is.
Fuck. What the name was? The name of the book was different. It wasn't called Nightbreed. I forgot what the fucking name of the thing. But it's based on a Barker book.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. It's gonna bug me now because I can't remember what. I've read the book. Cable. Yeah, it was called Cable. CABAL was the name of it, but the movie was called Nightbreed. But yeah, that was a really good one. Yeah, the Hellraiser ones obviously are fucking awesome. But yeah, I really desperately want fucking Weave World to be made into a fucking movie, dude. It's just a really bizarre. That one's a lot more fantasy oriented, but still, again, terrifying shit. Like Clive Barker in his writings does an amazing job of really like in detail describing what he's talking about, where you can I don't easily picture shit in my mind when shit's described to me, but when I read his, like I can easily picture something. So like he's amazing. He's really good at the imagery.
Oh, okay. Like any book I read is like watching movies in my head. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, see, I'm not. Right? Yeah, there's not many writers that I can really get a good idea of what they're picturing in their mind, and I really feel like I do that with Clive Barker.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But like I said, it's a really fantastical thing, but it's fucking horrifying too.
Well, and the nice thing about that is he's built a really stable platform for them to make a movie off of, because they really know what it's supposed to look like if it's that clearly detailed.
Right.
It makes it a lot easier for the special effects and the computer graphics and stuff to like be made.
Yeah, because he describes it that well. But
have you ever read Charles DeLint?
No.
Oh, he's essentially the person who started the urban fantasy genre.
Oh, gotcha.
Which is like fantasy mixed with just modern day stuff. He has a couple of book series that would be really interesting. One is like just about this crazy fucking house that is essentially like alive,
right?
In like a high fantasy way. I don't know. It's a trip. Like think like Doors to Narnia, except not as cheesy and religious.
All right.
And more like Doors to like sort of a plane of existence that's like the first existence. Like there's no time there. There's no. It's just like where every other existence sprung forth from, kind of thing.
Oh wow, interesting.
So it's like the primeval generating force made into like a landscape. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, and like this house has like a portal to that, and like can protect people in it. It's a crazy thing.
Right.
But the one I think would make a really good movie is like a chick who essentially just happens to fall into like this weird war between like the good fairies and the bad fairies. And like the what do you call it? The hunt. Oh, there's like a well-known, like it's like a dark fairy kind of like standard myth. It's like the midnight hunt or something, or essentially it's like a immortal hunt that like rides and cuts down people once a year or something like that, and she's got this like crazy hunt coming after her and shit. And it would be really interesting because it's like in one world, when you can see into that world, they're like these old Celtic gods, essentially like the horned god and all this other stuff, riding horses and shit. But then in the real world, they appear to everyone else as like dudes on motorcycles.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And the whole thing is her trying to like get this hunt off of her case and like free them from an evil giant that's controlling them and shit. But it's like in the middle of fucking an urban city.
Right. It's happening essentially in the modern day world.
Yeah. So it's like the clash of the two, and how would if fairies existed, like elves and fairies and all the fantasy races, how would they adapt to like modern times?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, what did you think? You ever see Hellboy 2?
Hellboy 2, yeah, I saw both the Hellboy movies.
Okay, yeah. Well, the second one got a bad rap, but I like the second one. Like everyone kind of liked the first one, but like it seemed like everybody kind of bitched about the second one. But I don't know, man. I really liked it. You know, not as much as the first one, maybe.
Man. The Hellboy stories are so much fun.
Yeah. Ron Perlman does a pretty good job, dude. As fucking Hellboy.
Yeah, I remember liking it. I should say I don't, because the first one is where like the Nazi dude tries to summon the elder gods, or was that the second one?
Yeah, no, that was the first one. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Rasputin, right?
Yeah, Rasputin tries to like summon the elder gods. Like, what is it? The one with the funky name.
Yeah, the big tentacle thing, the big fucking tentacles and shit.
Cthulhu. He tries to summon Cthulhu.
Yeah.
And then what was the second one? What was that one? That was like
well, it was the Golden Army or whatever, where all the fantastical creatures were coming up to try to. Well, it was the one brother and sister or whatever. The brother wanted to fucking declare war on humans or whatever, because they had basically been like kind of pushed aside and they had to live in the shadows and live in the underworld and that kind of shit.
Weird. Maybe I haven't seen the second one.
Right, but yeah, I don't know. I really liked it, but apparently a lot of people did not.
I'm gonna have to see the second one because that sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wacky, dude. But yeah, it's like I said, I really enjoyed it.
I'm not a fan of Ron Perlman as a person, but the character he does in that is great. He plays the character really well.
Yeah, he's a bit of a jackass in real life, dude. A liberal fucking douchebag. But yeah.
But I can watch his movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so ideological that I can't fucking watch the movies.
yeah. Some people make it tough, dude. But yeah. You kind of have to accept that about the Hollywood types, that they're going to be fucking, liberal jackasses. Yeah.
So some dude took a pickaxe to Trump's Hollywood star.
Yeah.
Like just tore it all up, so they had to put a new one in. Yeah. Like, congratulations, dummy, you made it, so he got a brand new one.
Right.
Well, but apparently people have been like pissing and shitting on it for like months now.
Right. Now they have an excuse to fucking redo it.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
I just like that's so sad that's just like people's political fucking statement. I'm gonna pee on your Hollywood star. All right, that makes you look way more realistic and rational.
Yeah, that's gonna make him look terrible. You getting on his. Yeah.
Like, I don't think you understand how dumb that makes you and your side look. Like, the rest of the people who are like reasonable on the Democrats should really be like trying to rein that in. Like, dude, could you stop? You're making
us all look
as fuck. Like, that's not helping.
Yeah. Although they seem to think that's perfectly reasonable behavior nowadays.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know.
The Democrats. Yeah, dude, it's funny, man. I listen to the for my my job is I get people to take surveys, like political surveys. The job I work at.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's funny because even the liberals, even the people that identify as Democrats, don't like that shit. Don't like the fucking shit that the crazy leftists are doing, dude.
Yeah,
like they might hate Trump, they might still hate Trump, but they fucking are. They're still not a big fan of their own fucking leftist fucking maniacs, dude.
Well, it's why there's going to be a huge upsurge in. I think there's going to be a red wave in November.
Yeah,
I really do. I think that whole blue wave thing is just not even going to happen. It's going to be the reverse.
Yeah. No, it's propaganda, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, it's just or wishful thinking. Yeah, I think they're almost trying to do it in a way of like hoping that it somehow actually affects reality and it somehow manifests because they said it would. Like I don't know, man. It's
fucking those. What are those? That thing where you create a board and you really hope for shit.
Like a vision board or something.
Like a vision board. Yeah, that thing where it was like, yeah, you got to put this on your vision board, and then you just got to really concentrate on it. It'll manifest it into your life.
I just imagine like all those fucking people getting together, all the liberal fucking news outlets, and being like, "Look, man," and it turns out if we hope really hard, we really fucking think about it, we'll make this happen. So let's get this red wave shit out there.
Yeah,
and fucking we'll materialize it because we were really fucking thinking hard about it.
I gotta say, man, if somebody wanted me to do a vision board, like was really on me about it, I'd like Photoshop them as like a headless corpse, and that'd be the only image on my vision board. I'd be like, here's my vision board.
Damn, dude.
Be like, you better hope
I'm looking forward to reading about this.
You better hope you're wrong, buddy, because I'm concentrating every day.
Shit.
Just, like it would be like a test of how much do they really believe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like if they tried to stop you, like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really test this. Do you mind?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, okay, I don't really believe in it. Go ahead. And it's not gonna happen.
all right. It's yeah, like, oh man.
I was hoping it would get me laid by talking like this, but God damn.
Oh man, that's a trip. Yeah, I never thought about that, but it just occurred to me. I was like, oh, I love that. That'd be great. See if you could freak somebody out.
Like, all right, I'm going to do it against you. How do you feel about it now, sir?
You know, I was having my doubts all along, and I'm kind of thinking we're good now. Never mind. Right. Oh man.
All right, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do the vision board. Or do it. It doesn't matter. I'm full of crap.
Oh God, that's hilarious. Oh, Engelhardt and I did shoot some episodes of hopefully what's going to be a new show on the channel.
Oh, you guys did. That's right. I forgot about that.
With the weird food stuff, so that should be coming out in a few weeks. I need to learn how to use video editing software and edit the shit out of it.
All right.
Try to make it look halfway decent, but the camera we used is really good quality, so I think it's going to come out pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty fucking hilarious. I'm not sure if he's going to be here tonight or not. Like he usually shows up at like 10, right? Or is it 10:30?
Nice. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's usually here by now.
Yeah. Well, I invited him and all that shit. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's upset that you don't. Yeah. He's upset that you don't want him at your house anymore.
It's just like shit was starting to break. I'm not gonna buy any stickers to make it happen. It was time to end that. Unfortunately.
I'm kidding, or I hope I'm kidding. I hope you didn't be like, "Oh, okay, you don't want me at your house. Well, I'm not going to be on your show."
I hope you didn't think that. I don't think you thought that.
No, I doubt it. I'm just saying. I would be surprised. Hart's seems like a pretty level-headed dude.
No, my guess is he's probably like dancing still or something.
Yeah, just got caught up. Didn't have time.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah.
Oh, what was it? 40 different schools in the UK just recently banned girls from wearing skirts.
In
order to accommodate transgender students for some reason. I'm not sure why.
What the fuck?
Yeah. A small but increasing number of transgender students, and therefore having the same uniform is important for them.
Jesus, dude, this is fucking
And the feminists are like, they're not happy with it. Like, it's fucking funny.
Yeah. Oh, the feminists aren't happy with it.
No, they think it's wrong. It's not the right answer.
Yeah, nice. They're actually sounding reasonable, dude.
Well, it's just like they're gonna eat themselves.
Fucking terrifying. Yeah, it's like the leftists are finally going too far.
Yeah, they've gone so far that like parts of them are breaking off to like yell at other parts of them.
Right. It's the purity test.
Not extreme enough, for some of them are too extreme.
Yeah. No, the purity test thing is going to destroy that whole fucking movement or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, there was some fucking thing in some area where everybody was painting like their pinky nail pink in support of like some nonsense or some other gender related crap. I don't know. I thought that one was pretty fucking funny.
That was pretty crazy.
Like you gotta have your gang symbol, and our gang symbol is a pinky nail.
Jesus, that's fucking ridiculous, man.
A little cooler. Like that's kind of lame. Well, I don't know. I mean, there was the pussy hat thing was pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah, that was pretty goddamn ridiculous.
We're gonna have a pussy hat. So you're all gonna look like morons and drive even more people away from your party. All right, cool.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm sure that'll work out fucking fantastically.
Oh, I think it did. Everybody got a good laugh out of it.
Right. Like, wow, you guys have become like caricatures of yourself. Good work.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was something that was actually kind of cool. Let me see here. Talking about like the crazy stuff. What was it? There we go. Let's see here. And this was the Ninth Circuit that ruled that Trump supporters do have the right to sue San Jose. Essentially saying that they violated their civil rights.
By not protecting them, or?
Yeah, because the police basically forced them into a crowd of like Antifa thugs, and then withdrew, like essentially at the orders of the mayor.
Nice.
Yeah, and so like you see this is a picture. This is a lady who was getting like assaulted and had eggs and stuff thrown at her with the fucking the Marriott Hotel wouldn't let her in until she was incapable of seeing.
Jesus, dude.
They were like spitting on her and throwing raw eggs in her face. And the hotel wouldn't let her in to like fucking get her away from them.
Wow.
Somebody was beaten with a sack full of rocks. So there's all sorts of shit that's going on.
Right.
Yeah, but even the Ninth Circuit finally, like of all the courts in the fucking country, the Ninth Circuit is the least likely you would think, but they actually ruled in favor that the lawsuit can continue.
Nice.
So if it goes through, that'd be really, really big.
Yeah, that's fucking. Yeah, how's the mayor of Berkeley gonna act next time if that fucking ruling goes through like that?
Or Portland or Seattle, like all these cities that have been essentially using their police to try to prevent conservatives from being able to have like any sort of assembly, any kind of gathering, essentially, or basically setting them up to get beaten and attacked by the terrorist Antifa.
Yep.
Or, like that. So essentially, that could mean big fucking problems for some people in some high places.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, man. Let's see what the fuck happens there, man. Because it's obvious. It should be fucking obvious. There should be no fucking question about it. That because of the way the Ninth Circuit acted before, you know, coming into it, you'd have no idea how they fucking roll. In fact, you'd almost expect them to side with the mayor and shit.
Yeah, you would.
So it is really encouraging that they're not, haven't completely lost their fucking minds in the Ninth Circuit.
Well, we actually also recently rule in favor of pro Second Amendment people too, in one of the things. Essentially, they were trying to take away like most guns, and like the Ninth Circuit was just like, nah, that's too far. We can't do that.
Right.
So it was like a California thing. I think it was basically trying to ban firearms in certain areas from people from owning them at all.
Right.
Essentially, they were like, no, like we can't do that. That's too far.
Too much. Yeah. It really does seem like some 1984 shit is going down, or that is trying to fucking be enacted by some people.
Well, I think the part that's going to be the deciding factor, and the part that ends up getting the cities fucked over, is the part where they're using the police to drive the two groups together, basically in an effort to cause harm to the Trump or the conservative groups.
Yeah,
like it was really obvious. And what was that one where the girl died?
Charlottesville.
Yeah, the Charlottesville. Like it was incredibly obviously and blatant there, where they essentially forced the conservative groups through two different
gauntlets.
Two different gauntlets essentially of the terrorists, you know. So it was like So
it was fucking ridiculous.
You can't because that's actively going against the right to assemble peaceably. Like you have the right to assemble peaceably, they don't have the right to force you to fight another group of people.
Yeah. That's and there's no way they couldn't have known what the fuck was going to happen by doing what they did. You know?
Yeah, well, I think
it's fucking blatant, dude.
Well, because police are not technically required to enforce the law. So them choosing not to engage the riot and like try to prevent the groups from clashing and any of that kind of stuff, I don't think that's going to go very far. But the part where they blatantly forced the two groups together against the will of the conservatives, because the conservatives want to just have their thing. They're not out there for blood. They just want to be able to go out and say, hey, we get to be out on the street and protest too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we get to go out and have our say and shake our signs and everything. And that's because that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's essentially what the fucking Antifa and them were protesting, was just them assembling. You know?
Yeah, which is ridiculous, because it's essentially trying to take away somebody's rights.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it so gross to me. Like, if you want to go out and protest. But everybody should be able to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Any reason. Even if it's the KKK want to have a march against black people, as gross as that is,
it's their right,
it's still a right. And you have to protect it, because otherwise it's meaningless for everybody. You know, like
otherwise it's going to be something subjective, and it's going to be determined strictly on who's in power, essentially.
Yeah, and that's what you don't want. You want to avoid that.
Yeah, you want it to be the same whether who's in power or not.
Hey, I got to run. Extremely fascist.
Right. Hey, I got to run and get a charger here real quick. Just give me like 30 seconds, okay?
Yeah. Oh,
sorry, man.
For sure. So yeah, I think what the case is going to hinge on is going to be definitely going to be the part where the police force the two groups together, because that's essentially voiding the peaceable part of the assembly. And there's no way, given all the other events that occurred, that the police couldn't know exactly what was, well, not exactly, but couldn't know that harm would be done and that violence would break out. And so,
sorry about that. Should have given you more warning.
It should be interesting to see how that goes, because historically the government rules in favor of the government an awful lot. So I wouldn't get hopes too high up.
Yeah, but this one, Yeah. And that's the thing, is what's scary is generally they've been, you know, like you said, legislating from the bench instead of following the fucking law. So that's what's scary about this, is it's pretty fucking obvious what they should be doing. And again, it is good that they did in the one case. I just hope that keeps, that continues.
Yeah, I'd like to see them win the case, because it would definitely be a good precedent to set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, let's see.
Give them a little fear.
Yeah, it would rein in the blatant abuses of the what do you call it, of the lefty mayors and stuff that are like essentially siding with like these terrorist groups that are destroying their cities, like which blows my mind.
Yeah.
You know, because you get these conservative groups, they go out, they protest, they're fine. You get the standard, you know, angry lefty groups, they go out and they protest and they're fine. But you get these Antifa and the anarcho communists and stuff go out and they fucking burn the city down.
Right.
You know, like they're destroying businesses, they're fucking destroying private property, and they're being treated as though they're the same as like the standard people out protesting.
Yeah, and they're just fucking thugs, dude.
Yeah. Well, they're terrorists.
Yeah.
They're trying to force their political ideals by lighting shit on fire and destroying things and beating the fuck out of people.
Yeah, through violence, essentially. Yeah. I mean, they suck at it, but still, their intent is fucking there.
Well, I mean, when they're fucking ganged up on people like 10-1 and they're fucking hitting them with sacks full of rocks or fucking metal pipes or bike locks, like the bike lock guy.
Yeah, they'd be really dangerous if they weren't such. I don't know how to phrase this. I want to say limp-wristed faggots, but that seems like a fucked up thing to say. So, like, but whatever nice phrase is equivalent to limp-wristed faggots. I shouldn't say that. Faggots. The faggot part's probably bad.
I don't even
want to say they fucking throw like girls because that seems insulting to girls, but. Imagine if they actually knew how to fight, dude. Is my point.
Oh yeah, that would be actually a little scary.
Horrible at it. Do you know how bad you or I would fuck somebody up if we had a fucking bike lock at the end of a fucking sock and whipped it around, dude?
Oh, I wouldn't need a bike lock to mess people up. I mean, are you kidding me?
Dude, you would seriously kill somebody, dude.
Yeah, if I was swinging a bike lock, because that guy had one of those. It wasn't a bike lock in a sock, was it? It wasn't it like a. Oh no, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
Oh, I thought for some reason it was one of those where it's like a U with a bar across the end. You know, when I was just a solid piece of metal, I thought it was one of those. But either way, yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially a lever increasing the speed, dude, exponentially.
Yeah. It's not that far different from swinging a baseball bat or a metal pipe, really.
Yeah.
The only difference is one of rigidity and mass. So that's why the kid survived getting hit in the head with the bike lock with only like a serious concussion instead of just being dead.
Yeah,
it's because the sock isn't rigid and there's not as much mass as if it was like a solid rod.
Yeah, but again, any normal, even like probably a fucking average person, that could cause
anybody who's played baseball or something and can really get a lot of fucking momentum behind that.
Yeah. Who knows how to kind of step into it and use your fucking whole body to, momentum in your whole body could really fuck somebody up. So yeah, it is. Or the dude that hit Richard Spencer.
Yeah,
I haven't been in a whole lot of fights in my time, but if I fucking jumped and punched that dude, that fucking Spencer's going flying, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's fucking somersaulting backwards if I fucking hit him like that. And again, I'm not going to fucking pretend I'm some fucking great fighter, dude, but I can throw a fucking punch.
Yeah. He essentially just
if I got that much
it was like he punched with all the force of like a mild slap.
Dude, it's really fucking pathetic, dude. It's really sad.
It happens.
I would be glad I was matched if I were that kid too.
That's just what happens.
I would not own up to that. I would not own up to being the one that threw that punch, dude. Even if I was in Antifa, and we don't know who did it. I don't want to admit that I can't fucking get a running jump at some guy and can't fucking knock him down. Oh God.
Yeah, that is pretty sad. That is definitely not cool.
I don't know. The only saving grace for them is the fact that they can't fucking fight.
Yeah, anytime you see the protests clash and it's equal numbers, and if it gets messed up.
Yeah. No, it's got to be like 10-1. Even if they're only outnumbering somebody like 3 or 4 to 1, they still can't do shit. Like it literally has to be at least 10-1.
Well, and all the police really need to do is start enforcing the mask laws. And just be like, I'm sorry, but you guys can't wear masks, and just start arresting everybody wearing masks.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what they did here, I believe. And one time when the dude, Sergeant Pepperballs got hit, I believe that they didn't let them wear masks, dude.
Yeah, a lot of them to, because that's why they think that's why they do all these violent things, is they're allowed to go rape anonymously so that they don't have to face any potential consequences.
Yeah.
It's you're breaking $1,000 window in a department store and lighting their fucking stock on fire. Because nobody knows it was you. You don't have to worry that you're going to actually have to pay for that window, and you're going to do jail time.
Yeah.
Take away the anonymity from these assholes, and I guarantee you, you're not going to see anywhere near as many of them out there.
Yeah, they're fucking cowards, dude. They're not going to fucking do anything like that if they think they're going to have to actually face their fucking consequences of their actions. Yeah, they're fucking cowards, dude. They don't believe that strongly in their fucking ideology.
What I'd really like to see is some of these prolonged clashes. I'd love to see, like, federal defense calling in, like, that. I don't know if it's legal or possible, but I'd love to see the feds call in the National Guard and just shut down the Antifa.
Right.
Because the violence is all starting on one side. It's not really starting on both sides.
Yeah, as much as they're trying to pretend that it's, where was the place where they were fucking lighting M80s and shit? The Antifa guys were like throwing fucking M80s and shit at people.
Every one of them?
Right.
Yeah, they're throwing IEDs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
that's fucking and then they're like, oh, and then they started attacking him. Like, dude, do you understand? Those aren't little firecrackers they're throwing. I mean, they do that too, I guess, but dude, they're throwing
and maybe goes off close enough, it's going to take a chunk of you out.
Yeah, dude, exactly. So yeah, I'm fucking. It's fucking.
Well, and they also throw like masonry, like they'll pull bricks and shit out of stuff, and like throw rocks, like big rocks.
Yeah, and they're just letting them fucking do it, dude.
And I got to tell you, man, if I'm in the crowd and I see somebody get hit with a bottle and I see who threw it, I'm going after that person.
Fuck yeah, dude. You're going to want to beat them to a fucking pulp, dude. Yeah.
I'm gonna. If I get my hands on them, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, they're going to fucking run off, I'm sure. As soon as they see somebody coming at them, they're going to fucking get behind all their other players.
They prey on the conservatives' decency, and they tend to put mostly women in their front lines.
Right.
So the conservatives aren't willing to, like,
plow
through
it's a woman.
And beat them up.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. That's the really scary thing, is that taboo is getting worn down more and more every fucking day.
You saw that dreadlock chick getting beat the fuck down.
Smoldy locks?
Well, yeah, because she was about to hit somebody with a fucking bottle, like a champagne bottle in the back of the head. So she was essentially trying to kill somebody. Whether she intended that or not, that's what she was doing. Regardless of her intentions, that's what was attempted murder. So getting punched in the face seems like a light punishment, in my opinion. She should have gone to prison.
Yeah, instead she got her fucking a nice Kickstarter or whatever for her alleged
medical bills. Yeah, you mean the ice pack you bought and put on your fucking jacked up face for like a week or something, and then we're fine? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it's amazing how they fucking manage to portray themselves as fucking victims while being the fucking perpetrators, dude.
I want equality,
and I think they really believe that. Okay. Yeah, no matter what I was doing. Yeah, all I was doing, I was going to smash somebody in the back of the head with this bottle. I don't know why he felt he had to hit me.
Well, and men shouldn't hit women like that. But we want equality.
Right. We should be able to hit, but you can't hit us back. That's messed up.
That's not equal.
Yeah. Again, if you want equality,
but you get a chance to take it.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, no, if you're gonna fucking attack someone, you want to act like a fucking man. You're gonna get fucking treated like one, dude. Oh, yeah. That's equality.
Well, what is it? The most recent clash I saw in Portland, the police did the same thing. They basically drove the conservatives towards Antifa. And then when they clashed, inevitably, because Antifa started, hurling rocks and bombs and spitting on them and all that kind of crazy shit, essentially, you know, committing felony assault repeatedly. They basically decided that they had the right to shut down the conservatives' assembly, and so that shit's got to end, man. Because you both sides need to be able to go out and protest, and the police really should be maintaining. Because whenever they actually maintain a line between the two, it usually ends up being more or less okay.
Yeah, you know, like it's not even protest necessarily. Sometimes it's just the right to assemble, man. It's not necessarily protesting anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it was like one of them was like a prayer meeting and stuff, like the conservative prayer meeting. And it's like people have a right to meet together in a group and have a group prayer. That's not an unreasonable expectation. And if they're doing it for a political, like, if it's politically motivated, that's not wrong either. That's part of their rights. That's one of the reasons why it's a right.
The religious freedom, dude.
Yeah, to be able to push like your and also to be able to you know, sling your politics at people. You know, like to be like, hey, we're Christian conservatives, and if you're into this, you know, if you're into God, maybe you want to be on our side of the political thing or whatever. Like, you should be able to do that. That's part of the thing.
Right. Yeah. It can't be like, oh, I don't agree with it, so it must be wrong, which is definitely the mentality that the leftists seem to fucking
bring in. A bunch of fucking atheists get together and be like, we think there is no God. Like, go for it, you know?
Dude, where was the I can't remember when this happened, but a while back, it was somewhere. God damn it, was it Michigan or was it somewhere in the South where they actually had to, because they had a 10 Commandments thing put up, they also had to get a statue of like Baphomet or some kind of like Church of Satan, Satan's God thing. They had to get a statue of them also if they wanted to keep up the statue of the 10 Commandments. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. No, I don't, but that's awesome.
Dude. Yeah, there was some place. I cannot. If anybody in the chat can remember, please enlighten us. But literally, they had to either take down the whatever the Christian thing was. It might not have been 10 Commandments, but whatever it was something Christian. They had to either take that down or they had to allow the Church of Satan to put up what they wanted to put up.
Sort of like the whole, like, did you bring enough gum for everybody, little kid? You know, in the classroom thing.
Right.
Like, well, if you're going to put up a picture of this, you got to put up a picture of that, and that, you know.
Right. All right, let me see. Now it's going to bug me. Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
It's probably like
it was Detroit. It was in Detroit. Okay. All right. Where is it? Unveiling of satanic statue in Detroit. Yes, dude. Fuck yeah. Hold on, I gotta screen share this. Actually, let me kind of skim through it here.
Yeah, I would love to see a fucking statue of Baphomet in the fucking courthouse.
Right. Yeah, class statue of Baphomet. God damn it, where was it? I'm trying to make sure this is the one I was thinking of.
Maybe there's so many different ones, you know.
It could be, but yeah, God damn it. Maybe I'm trying to skim too fast and I'm missing it by trying to skim too fast.
It's too bad like it didn't happen though, where they end up putting like the 10 Commandments up and like a little tiny statue of Baphomet like off in some fucking obscure corner.
Yeah, okay. This isn't the one, although they did this was pretty fucking cool that they were able to do this. All right, hold on, I'll screen share it really quick. But this isn't what I was talking about. But this is still pretty fucking crazy. So this was at apparently some statue. Is it on screen yet? I can't see.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay. Yeah, it's that statue, dude. It was put up apparently at some fucking industrial warehouse in fucking Detroit.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. That's actually kind of cool looking, though.
Yeah, it is, dude. But yeah, I want to find that fucking story.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it looks way cooler than Christ on the cross.
Right. That guy looks like he could fuck some shit up, dude.
Yeah. Well, it just looks more interesting. There's more going on. It's kind of a nifty, not a nifty. It's an intriguing sort of dark statue. I like it. Oh, Mad Metal Man must be gone because, like, I'm pretty sure that would have been right up his alley.
Right. That sucks.
I wonder who's in our audience. It's like there's 2 viewers, so I'm curious now. Maybe it's I know it's Akinaro or fucking Classholes or something.
Come on, who's watching?
It might be Stench Ever still. I would imagine.
Right.
We've put him to sleep and he's just fucking snoring away with this in the background.
All right, let's see. This is it. Satanic Temple plans to sue Arkansas over 10 Commandments monument.
Oh, okay, so it was in Arkansas.
That was April. So let's see.
Oh, if there's a resolution, maybe they didn't take the 10 Commandments down or something. Like maybe they were just like, all right, we'll take the commandments down. We're not putting up a church, a fucking statue to Satan. That's not happening. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I mean, if people put up a fucking commandments thing or whatever, that's not like some fucking terrible thing.
Yeah, so this is what happened. Okay, so the 10 Commandments thing got put down, apparently. The 10 Commandments statue got put up, and then they basically the Supreme Court ordered the 10 Commandment thing to be removed, as opposed to letting them put up the satanic Baphomet thing.
Well, actually, that makes sense, though. Separation of church and state. You really shouldn't have religious paraphernalia in a state, a government building and stuff like that. Then again, we have God we put on our fucking money, too, so...
Yeah,
it's always been an odd line to define. Hey, Engelhardt, you've joined us.
It's an Illuminati conspiracy.
I just realized that your image kind of looks like a dick.
It might be.
The angle.
It's all about the angle, man. Come on.
The dangle of the angle.
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot the title you recommended. So the title of this podcast is "Sorry, I Forgot the Title."
Oh, Jesus.
You know.
The title was supposed to be Tree Fitty, man. Come on.
Tree Fitty. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Did you not make the announcement? This is our 350th video?
It's actually not, though. I was looking at our trailer video. No, it's like our 358th.
Oh, well, then YouTube lies when you look at it.
I think we might have deleted some stuff or taken some stuff down at some point.
Okay.
I think
that's unfortunate.
There might have been videos with somebody else way, way, way back, and then they asked to have them removed. And I think there might have been one where Classhole's face showed up or something that might have got taken down.
Did he really take it down?
Well, I don't know. Then I don't know if he did or not. But like there's no way I'm going back through that backlog to try to figure it out. Good Lord.
Okay, I got you. I mean, that sounds like, it's got to keep his identity safe, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, I did announce that we had finally filmed the thing we were talking about, and then hopefully that'll be out in a couple of weeks, just to let people know.
Yeah, and I will happily admit that that stuff totally wrecked me.
Oh, really? Did you end up getting sick?
Yeah, I actually did a little bit.
Oh, dude, that's funny. I was a little over my carb limit that night, so I've been feeling it for a couple days.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one suffering through this.
Yeah, but I think should we give the title of what we call it?
I guess we should. I guess we should announce it. Yeah, we should go for it.
Yeah, we came up with a great title.
Yeah, what do you got?
Go for it, dude. I mean, it's all you. I mean,
it's called "Does This Belong in My Mouth?" That's the title we came up with.
And it makes a lot of sense, you know. I mean, you do have to. We spend time determining whether or not something belongs in our mouth or not, and I think it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the pre-verbal stages, really, of our development.
Yeah,
everything gets put in the mouth, dude, and we find out whether or not it belongs there when we put it in the mouth.
Exactly. It's just going back to our roots, you know. Our ancestors just having to figure it out one chew at a time.
One chew at a time.
All right, it's your turn to try this. All right. Okay, that didn't kill you. I think we're okay.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
He didn't die. Oh, Frank's dead. Never mind.
Damn.
Well, we know not to eat that one.
Hold on, that one's pretty good. If you eat a little bit, you start seeing shit. All right. Yeah. I don't know who grabbed the mushrooms out of the cow shit and ate them for the first time, but thank you. God bless that guy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Most likely a dare. You know what I mean? The most likely scenario is that was a dare. Hey, I dare eat the mushroom growing out of that cow shit.
Yeah, I can see that. Like the original fucking frat house guys.
Right. All right, for your initiation, you're gonna eat these mushrooms we just pulled out of cow shit.
Yeah, and then all the other guys are like, "Holy shit, he fucking did it, man! I didn't think he was gonna fucking do it."
These are seeing things. Let's go, man! I can't believe he did it. Now we're gonna get so busted.
Yeah, dude.
We made this guy eat cow shit mushrooms.
But after a while, I'll be like, joke on you fuckers. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff.
Oh, my God.
And that's how...
My face is hurting from smiling so much.
Oh, boy. So what topic were you guys on before I interrupted?
I don't fucking remember.
We
were talking about the we were just talking about it. There was a place in Arkansas that they had to the story ended up being that they had to take down the 10 Commandment statue, but what had happened was they put up a 10 Commandment statue, and then a guy from the Church of Satan was like, hey, we want equal fucking time or whatever. So the Arkansas Supreme Court ended up just removing the 10 Commandment statue instead of allowing the other Church of Satan statue on there. Right, but they actually did have a statue. Here, let me show you what the statue was. Everybody else saw it, but I'll pull it up here for you. It's the statue of Baphomet. Come on, God damn it, fucking work.
No.
Got it. I wonder if I can click on the image. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got.
All right, is it going to work? Right. Is it not going to work?
Any second now. Will he?
Show it to me.
Really?
Show it to me.
We're seeing your screen. We're just not.
I'm going to have to go back to the regular screen.
Show it to me.
I was trying. I tried to click on the image.
There we go.
Oh,
there
pretty.
we go. So that's the statue they would have to put in there.
Yeah. That's fucking brilliant, dude.
Works for me.
That's almost flying spaghetti monster brilliant.
That's metal as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I have an article on a completely different note. I thought this would be fun. See if we agree or don't agree. I haven't actually really looked at the list. This is 10 black celebrities who surprisingly don't have stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay.
From Ebony Magazine. Whoa. Denzel Washington does it?
Hey, wait, what?
Wow.
That actually...
Well, you have to pay for it, right? Like, you have to pay...
First you have to get voted in. Like they have to select you for a Hollywood Walk. That's fucking crazy. Denzel Washington should have a fucking star on a Hollywood Walk of Fame, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's fucked up.
Beyonce.
I can see that.
Man. She's not really an actress, though. I mean, she's just like a singer. But
it's not necessarily an actor.
It's not just actors,
is it? I mean, it's anybody famous. Michael Jackson's on there.
Yeah, the Beyonce shit probably. She's pretty big. Yeah. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a huge fan of her either. But yeah. Oh, Iman the fucking. She looks like a fucking alien in that picture, dude. She doesn't even look fucking human.
I don't recognize her from anything.
Yeah, well, she's a model.
David Bowie. Okay. I didn't know she was married to him. Yeah, I don't know what she does. So.
Continuing on.
Well, she looks pretty apparently, but not in that picture.
Wait, Spike Lee doesn't have one?
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that is pretty.
I can almost see him refusing it out of spite, though.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, Hollywood star, fuck you.
No.
Whitney Houston.
I'm going to be on the Black Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Michael Jordan. Yeah, I don't know that Michael Jordan is in entertainment. Do they do Hollywood stars for sports people?
I mean, he
Kobe Bryant a spot on the fucking Hollywood star, I guess. Yeah, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Jay-Z, if you're gonna say Beyonce, then Jay-Z, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say so.
Jennifer Lewis, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, neither do I. Who the fuck is Jennifer Lewis?
She's in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Girlfriends, and currently in Black-ish. She also done a lot of Broadway stuff.
I guarantee you there's probably at least 50 other black people they could have put in this spot that were more deserving than Jennifer Lewis.
Probably. I don't know who it is. No, I'm just like, I couldn't tell you one way or the other. I don't know who it is.
I was surprised with how many there actually were. That it's like, I wouldn't. Surprised it's not there.
James Earl Jones not having a fucking star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That seems.
Yeah, his voice box alone deserves a fucking star.
Yeah, might as well.
There should be two. There should be one for James Earl Jones and one for his fucking voice.
Right.
He's right next to each other.
James Earl Jones' voice. That sounds amazing.
His voice box is going to be named "This is CNN," and he gets a star.
Oh man.
You see, what was the shtick with Donald Trump's star being destroyed?
Oh yeah, the dude that we talked about that. The guy came out with a pickaxe, and it's like they just made a new one. Like I don't know what he was hoping to accomplish, but.
Right.
But do you know that
not shiny and shit on anymore?
But do you know that when it was destroyed, there's two people that were dressed up as Russian soldiers that were standing guard?
Oh, is that what they were doing?
Wow.
Oh,
afterwards.
That's pretty fucking funny, dude.
That's pretty funny.
It's funny, but at the same time, like, if that costs the city money, like, they really should find that guy.
I mean, they probably, yeah.
Like,
if he is,
that's what you have to pay for it at the very least. Like, you can't just destroy the fucking sidewalk.
I wonder if they actually have the stars like insured. I would imagine they do. To be honest with you.
Well, I mean, okay, so the person has to like be nominated and voted in for it.
Right.
But then they have to pay for it, but it becomes like city property because it's not like private property.
Right.
So, and then it's probably more valuable because it's like a tourist thing. So I don't know, man. Like that's a trip. Like, would the city have insurance on them? And like,
I would think they would.
Some of those people are dead, so if you fucked up that star, they can't do like the handprints back or anything. Or maybe they have like a fucking stamp, like a mold they've made to like preserve just in case they have to make new ones. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, because like an earthquake hits, you don't want to fucking lose like half the fucking Hollywood Walk of Fame stars. That would be pretty shitty, and not be able to fucking rebuild.
Nah.
It's like, sorry, Jimmy Stewart, but we didn't bother to make a mold so that we could make another just in case of.
So you're out. Sorry.
There you go, man. You got to go solve that mystery. Figure out what happens if someone destroys a star.
Well, I mean, with the Trump one, they just made a new one. So.
Yeah, well, he didn't go out and do his fucking handprints again, so they must have had copies. Right?
I think it was.
Didn't go out to Hollywood.
I think it was just the star that was destroyed.
Oh, they didn't destroy like the handprint, just the star.
I don't think they destroyed the entire thing. I think they just destroyed the star.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. But I think people like try to like dig them up and fucking steal them too, right?
That wouldn't surprise me. You could probably get some good fucking money for some of the classic celebrity stars if you could get them out without people catching you. Like you actually stole the fucking star from like.
Just imagine that's. Oh yeah. Just imagine if that's your job. You're security guard to the Walk of Fame.
I think they call those people cops, dude.
Well, do you have a cop standing guard 24/7 just so you don't someone doesn't steal somebody's
patrol? I don't think they have like actual security on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's just there's so many people there that like
you kind of figure somebody's going to spot them no matter what time of day.
It's a lot longer too than you would think. There's a lot of really obscure celebrities that are like not in the main drag that like really don't get much traffic at all.
There's the ones that no one wants to steal.
Yeah.
Those don't need to be watched. I don't think
anybody's taken Adam West's star.
Oh,
I mean, Adam West is cool. I like Adam West. I love that Batman, but I don't think anybody's lining up to steal that star, except for maybe Adam West.
But nobody messes with Adam Wee.
Yeah.
I think his fucking work on Family Guy is better than anything he did as Batman, dude.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's pretty close. You're right.
It's honestly because I grew up with that Adam West. I mean, if I grew up with Batman Adam West, I'd probably be like, "Oh my god, it's Batman."
No. I grew up with Batman Adam West, and I'd still say he was better on Family Guy.
Oh, okay.
That movie, the show was great. Like, it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't that great. Not
so fucking bizarre, dude.
It really was.
All right, then I'm gonna propose the question. What's your favorite Batman?
My favorite Batman? Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton was pretty good, dude.
I gotta say, Michael Keaton is my absolute favorite. I thought
man, it's between him and Christian Bale, dude.
The darker Christian Bale was good, but just didn't have the same comic booky quality.
Huh.
You know what I mean? I liked the Michael Keaton. It had the dark feel to it, but it was very comic booky. Like, it had a lot of the good laughs and the silly parts from the comics that made it really fun. Whereas, like, making it all super dark was interesting and compelling and fun to watch.
Yeah.
It just didn't have
the Dark Knight comics. The Dark Knight comics were pretty, dark.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, the original story was silly and goofy, and there were all these wacky villains.
Yeah.
Like
although, dude, the one
Penguin.
Dude, yeah, but the one with was it Clooney? Was it the Clooney one that had
that was fucking awful.
Yeah, the one with Jim Carrey and fucking Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. That was the one with Clooney, right?
I think so.
Whichever one that won, it was so over the top. Like, they did it apparently deliberately.
Batman and Robin is the one you're talking about, George Clooney, and that one had Arnold Schwarzenegger as
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Yeah. The one you're talking about, it wasn't Michael Keaton. It was the Batman between Michael Keaton and George Clooney.
Was it Val Kilmer?
Yes, that was the Val Kilmer one.
Okay, all right. But that one, apparently they deliberately made it as close to how those comics were, which I guess they succeeded, but that was so god-awful, dude.
It was,
yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot because the jokes were awful. But
dude, it was fucking. I hated it, and
I think they nailed it with the villains. Besides maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger being Mr. Freeze, because
might not have been the best choice for Batman.
I think that too. So then let's do best and worst. So you're saying Michael Keaton's your best. Which one's your worst, Debbie?
The worst?
The worst
Clooney
Batman
by far. George Clooney was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's personal, I think.
See, that's a costume thing. That's not a him thing.
Yeah, but as an actor, you could be like, all right, dude, no fucking nipples.
I can't do the nipples. I refuse the nipples.
Nipplegate.
All right.
Nipplegate.
Hashtag Nipplegate. That's if that movie came out nowadays. I'm sure there'd probably be something along those lines. It's like, what's going on here?
The bat card, that was straight out of fucking Adam West Batman. That shit was funny.
That's fucking wild. All right, Daytwa, you're up. What's yours, man?
It's Clooney, dude. It's fucking Universal, dude. He's fucking by far the worst, dude.
Which one?
Even he acknowledges that. Even Clooney acknowledges how fucking horrible it was, dude.
So you both agree on Keaton for the best?
Right. Yeah, I'm between him and Bale. I really like the Keaton one, but I kind of probably would give Christian Bale the edge. I enjoyed the movies a little more.
That's fair enough. I mean, the two best are definitely those two, for sure.
Yeah. Right. Because I'm going to be right there with you guys on that one because on Christian Bale, because he's a good enough good enough being a Bruce Wayne and a Batman. Yeah. And I feel like some are good at being Bruce Wayne and some are good at being Batman, but they're not good at being both.
Yeah.
I think he's a good mix of the two.
Yeah, playing both of those personas, dude. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing to pull off, man.
Yeah. So, and then I think
those were fun movies, but I'm still Keaton all the way.
Okay.
So you guys are both.
He's right there, dude. Yeah, it's like 1 and 1A in my mind, dude.
1 and 1A.
Yeah. No. I'm going to say the same thing though, like 1 and 1A, but it's just reversed. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
so
those two
we're all in agreement here. Oh man, I will say something different though as a negative Batman, and although his name is blanking me, the newest one in Batman versus Superman.
Oh, you mean fucking Ben Affleck?
Yes.
That was so fucking weird watching that because he got so fucking big for that role. Like he just got fucking cut. Oh, gaming and yelling. Hey, what's up, man? I don't know if Mad Batman is even still here. I don't know if gaming and yelling is even still here. I think they were here for like a half a second and then left.
Do a quick check-in.
Oh, I have no idea. It doesn't actually show you when you put down participants. I don't really care. I'm not gonna fucking tweet somebody. Oh, gaming and yelling is here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna tweet somebody. You didn't watch my show. That would be the most pathetic thing in the world. It's so fucking sad.
We count on your viewership of you 5 people that show up.
Always rely on it, man.
I was a little worried we were getting too big, man.
Yeah, it's gonna mess with the YouTube algorithm if you stop watching.
No, I think we might have been getting too big.
We need to get a nice reality check.
Yeah, we got to keep the viewers in single digits, dude. Otherwise,
if we get to double digits, I'm out.
Yeah. The hipster douchebag in me insists that we keep it in single digits.
Well, I am gonna get a fedora helmet to ride my tricycle with. So,
God damn it! You're a sick man.
Did I show you guys a picture of the one I found?
Is the helmet one?
Yeah, the one. Yeah. Because we were talking about how it would be great if we made a fedora into the actual helmet. Yeah, I think you pulled it up. If not, do it again. Why not? We can rehash shit. Who cares?
No, I just let's see the one I eventually found. There we go. Let's see, because I found a different one, I think. So it kind of looks like a fedora, but yeah, it is a helmet.
What?
There's a black one and there's like a tan one.
Wow, that's not what you had showed us last time. The other one definitely still looked like a helmet. So that's pretty fucking cool.
This is actually even worse. It just looks like a fedora.
No, wrong. Kill him with fire.
I showed you the tricycle, right? Like, I was gonna say I showed you that for sure. But yeah, that's gonna be like the most hipster thing on the planet.
Hipster douchebag.
with the god gaming and yelling. Hopefully he'll bless the purchase and riding of a tricycle.
Blessed be the purchasing of a fedora.
With his holy mullet.
Holy mullet.
He doesn't actually have a mullet, but I like to say he does. Because I'm an asshole.
It sounds like the kind of thing you would have.
Yep. I am an asshole. Woo. Oh, let's see. Oh, I had another fun article I thought that would be entertaining.
Set it up.
Do it.
Women reveal the 15 things they hate men doing during sex.
This will be fun.
Number 1, confusing porn for real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. We've actually had that discussion about the face fucking thing.
Yeah, because they're trying to
make be a whole generation of guys that think it's appropriate to shove their cock down their fucking throat like that. You know, they're getting head and they just start fucking their face, dude. Yeah.
You fucking. Oh, that would not end well for anybody.
Dude. Yeah, but that has got to be a concern because if dudes are growing up on porn, they're gonna like we'd mentioned, like they're gonna fucking think, oh, that's what I have to do. I have to fucking, act like that's her vag and fuck her face and throat, dude.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how many girls think that that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 2,
just fucking dude. You gotta be a real fucking pro to not get fucked up by something like that, though, I would imagine.
I have no idea. Yeah, well, the human body's pretty good at recovering. Number 2, relevant, pushing your head towards your penis.
Fuck.
So, I
don't know why that sounded funny, dude. I know you were serious, dude. That just sounded fucking hilarious. Yeah, they'll bounce back. Go ahead and ram your cock down the throat, dude.
It wasn't an endorsement of it. It's just that the human body is good at healing. It wasn't that it's a good idea to do it.
Stop fucking.
Stop, dude. That ditch is deep enough, man.
I don't know why, dude. Fucking okay.
No, when you guys said it again, when you said what I said, I got it, man. But anyway, number 2, the second don't do is don't push your head towards your penis.
That's kind of in the same category as what I was talking about.
That just seems like common courtesy. Like, if you want a blowjob, you might want to ask, not just be like, grab her head and be like, like fucking, oh god.
But then again, you got to ask for the sale, dude.
Well, and of course it depends on like what kind of stuff you're in, like BDSM kind of stuff. Some people are into like that kind of rough thing where you do that kind of shit. Most women are probably not down with that.
Yeah.
Number 3, stopping sex when you orgasm.
When they're already giving you head, or they're talking about like doing it like, hey, get down there and start blowing.
Hey, get down there and start sucking kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
Well, it's only polite to hold her hair, if she's nice enough to do that for you.
Yeah, you don't want to have getting your jizz all in her hair, dude. It's just, impolite. How rude.
Number 3, stopping sex when you've orgasmed. And this, I think, should be like when you've orgasmed and she hasn't.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So.
It's not the easiest thing. Wait, what do they expect us to do? Like, it's not the easiest thing to keep going with a soft cock.
I would think like go down on her, finger her, use a vibrator, something so that she also comes, essentially.
All right. Are they okay with waiting 5 minutes and just fucking again? Or are they saying like just going to bed? Like if you're just like, all right, I'm done.
I would think that the 5 minutes would be better, but like you could still be doing like foreplay or something. I don't know.
That's not the easiest though. Dude.
I mean, who's gonna be like? It's gonna depend on the girl, right? Like what works and what doesn't for the chick, because it's like a totally different thing for each chick.
Right. Yeah,
like some girls, that's what I always all day long, and they're never gonna come. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, this is what kind of bugged me about my ex is like she never seemed to want to fuck again after we fucked once. Like any other girl that I'd have slept with, usually fuck multiple times a night. And for some reason, like when she fucked once, she was done, dude.
Weird.
That's what happens when you only last for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, dude.
God damn, dude. God damn it. You've been talking to my ex. You
All right, let's see. Number 4, going straight for her clit. Like, in what respect? I honestly kind of wonder, like, do you just forego like the kissing and the like touching and the like playing with the boobs part just to go right to the clit? Like just like, hey, how you doing? Ding dong, like a fucking doorbell or something. I'm not sure what they mean by that.
It's a little weird.
Let's see. Oh, next page. Don't be too aggressive. Don't be too... Okay, women don't just hate men being aggressive when it comes to oral sex. They hate it when you're too aggressive with their breasts as well. Again, that's more like a depends on the chick thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just very...
some girls want you to fucking yank their hair and smack their ass. Some don't.
Yeah, a lot of them are into hair pulling, dude. I was really fucking surprised at how many chicks are into the fucking hair pulling, dude.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the ones I'm fucking, I guess. Jesus, dude.
So this is mostly about boobs. Like, don't like just squeeze them really, really hard. I just pictured some kid treating them like a doorknob, having squeezed and twisted and shit.
Oh, damn.
And the chick being like, ah. Oh, let's see. Complaining about condoms. I think they can stick it. Condoms are not as nice as not having a condom. Like people are going to complain about that.
Yeah, although complaining if they insist on using it is kind of a douchebag thing, dude.
Well, I mean, if you're like
on the situation, especially like if it's one night stand type of situations, absolutely.
Yeah,
but if you're dating someone, they're on the pill, and it's been established already that neither of you have any STDs. Yeah, I could kind of see that being a fucking issue. Like, why do you want me to wear a fucking condom?
I think it depends on what you're doing. Are you bitching like because she made you wear one for that particular like time that you had sex? You're bitching during sex, or is this like just a general complaint?
Yeah, I would imagine most guys don't want to wear condoms. Yeah, I can definitely.
Well, think if it's just a general thing that you're not happy about, like oh yeah, condoms suck or whatever. Like that's one thing, but like if you're like, oh, I don't know why you made me wear a condom. You're so lame.
Right.
While you're fucking her, that's different. Like so, it depends, I think, on what kind of the situation is.
I would assume that what they're talking about is kind of casual, not really relationship sex, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. All right. So it kind of makes sense, dude. If I wouldn't. If I was a chick, I'm not letting a fucking dude fuck me raw, on a fucking one night stand. Like, dude, I just met. I can understand that.
Oh, the first sentence of this one is glorious. 7, taking out your dick too soon. Women hate it when they're making out with a man and he immediately unzips his pants and pulls out his penis. Yeah. Like, you might not have planned on having sex at all. You might have been wasting his time. Like you
don't want to go to the reveal
before you start whipping it out, man. That's just not a good plan.
Go to the reveal too soon, dude. You got to make sure you're waiting for the right moment on that.
Yeah, disappoint her at the right time.
Right. I know what you're thinking you're getting, but here it is. Are you still down?
Talking like a dominant. Again, like this goes to like, what they're into. But I'm going to say, I'm going to go ahead and say calling your partner a dirty little slut is probably not the best idea unless you've talked about it prior.
Dude, Actually, dude, although that's another one that is surprising at how many women are actually okay with that shit.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not allowed to okay. I'm just saying like, you might want to make sure ahead of time though, and not just
that's one that should really be really should be requested before you do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that should not be something you just do on your own. Decide to do on your own. You know, you better make sure she's fucking down with being called a fucking dirty slut.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to just take a chance on.
Right. And again, the chicks that are into that are usually going to ask you to do it. Yeah. In the moment, are going to ask you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
Hearth is strangely quiet now.
I'm enjoying the chat, man.
I'm not seeing the chat. Hold on.
I know you're not.
Oh, now I gotta fucking see it, dude.
Oh, that's so
I'm not watching it either.
I'm tired. Like they know where the clit is. Jesus, gaming. Oh, man. God damn, dude.
Fucking hard. I won't see the chat until
there we go.
Damn.
Oh,
that's
man.
fucking brilliant, dude.
The clit is on the back of the knee, dude.
Oh, God. That's fucking cool.
It took you a minute to catch that?
I'm still too busy laughing.
One of the toes. God damn.
Thank you.
I know the clip's not real. They made it up. God. It doesn't really exist.
It's a mythical creature.
Oh, you guys, I assume, have seen like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
It's been a minute.
I am the clip commander.
That shit was fucking epic. Oh man.
Damn it.
Oh, 9, not cuddling after sex. I think you kind of, if you know, some people are into that, some people aren't. And also, I would say it depends on like how hot it is.
People that aren't are male.
If it's like 105 fucking degrees out, like nobody should be obligated to cuddle anybody. You know,
yeah. Like, although again, you're going to be all sweaty anyway, so what's a little more?
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, it really does depend on the environment.
Don't play dead when she's on top.
Don't play dead.
That goes both ways, man.
Like, don't act like you're shot.
Yeah, she's right. She's riding you, dude. Give her a little spanking, dude, every once in a while.
Yeah, dude, fucking love it. One of the dudes, one of my friends, when he worked with me, ended up sleeping with some other girl we worked with, and she fucking starfished on him.
Mm-hmm.
Where like they're fucking, and she just laid there with her arms out and like.
Oh Jesus! Okay, is that what you meant?
That goes both ways, man. Nobody should be starving.
Yeah, I was gonna say starfish is also the they refer to the butthole as the puckered starfish. So I was like,
I heard that one before, like Rusty Trombone, the wagon wheel.
You never heard puckered starfish?
No, never heard puckered starfish. That's a new one.
Yeah. The more you know.
More you know. Absolutely. Getting angry when you can't make her climax. Yeah, that would be real fucking weird.
Which is worse, getting angry or apologizing? Come on, next one's got to be apologizing.
Oh, number 12 is actually, no, the next one is make sure you have a garden and not a jungle. Like, keep your pubes trimmed, I guess, nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Or shaved,
that's whichever. Just a hygienic thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Getting angry, like, I don't know, like, are you... I'm just trying to picture, like, what would
that's a little weird.
You just start yelling at her?
Like, getting mad at her, like, getting mad at her? Like, I don't understand where they're going. Or the guys, like, get angry at themselves? Yeah,
I just don't understand why you would go to, like, anger.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Self-loathing, I would imagine. I don't know. something like that.
Yeah, that would be an interesting way. I don't like. It's pretty not sexy just to fucking just start yelling at somebody in the middle of sex.
That's a little weird.
Just imagine someone just saying they're screaming.
Come, bitch, come.
No words, just scream.
That's not going to help her come.
Nothing remotely coherent, dude.
Well, coming off this list, it seems like if you have to read this list, you shouldn't. You should just stop.
Right.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there who just take lessons somewhere.
Like you need some kind of coach or something. I don't know.
No, there's because there's a lot of women who just don't want to fucking say when you're doing shit wrong.
Yeah, they're
so,
too
that
polite.
happens. And so if there's a dude who just doesn't have a lot of experience and like maybe he's like they've just never been like, dude, you're fucking awful. They just never slept with him again. It'd probably
didn't bother to
be like this would be a good. Oh, number 13, not communicating. There you go. Yeah. Well, that's on both sides there.
That's kind of a big responsibility, for sure.
Yeah, like actually explaining what you like and finding out what that other person likes in whatever way they're comfortable with.
Use your words.
Well, some people are comfortable with words, some people aren't.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it in yet? Oh yeah, not being confident, even if you don't have like a giant fucking like foot-long wang. Yeah, if you're like super fucking unconfident, that just is generally a turnoff to all people.
Right. Yeah.
Being against period sex. No. Fuck you. That for some people that's gross. Some people it's cool. You can't argue about people having a preference on that one, I don't think.
Yeah, that's fuck you, man. That shit's fucking disgusting. Sorry, man. Fucking I love the line in Baby Mama where he's like, look, I know it's natural, it's a beautiful thing, but it's disgusting. That's pretty much my attitude towards it, dude. I can't fucking do it, dude.
Do they not blood? Because blood is not lubricant. It can get sticky.
See, honestly, you know what? Honestly, I could care less.
But that's the thing. It's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying there's nothing
either way.
Against it either way. Yeah, or for it.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I find it disgusting. That's my thing. And you don't mind it. That's fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
There you go.
That's it. We're just saying you can't hold it against somebody because they're like, that's too far for me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the difference of opinion.
Yeah, just difference in taste. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go down. I mean, you might, but difference in taste is a whole nother thing, dude. Walked right into that shit.
I did set myself up. I should probably not have attempted to correct you on that one.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
Let's see
all right.
Here. I was trying to see if I had something else, but I think that was probably like the best thing I had there.
All right.
Ever.
It's the most well-informed, up-to-date, just best information ever. It's the greatest. You find the chat again?
Cries after masturbation. Jesus.
Oh, it gets better.
Oh, man. But the salty tears burn his little pecker. He cries during masturbation. So helped him like he knows Red Wings. I don't understand.
I think you earn your Red Wings if you go down on a chick that's bleeding. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Red Wings are.
No, I know what Red Wings are. I'm talking about like so help him like he knows. Like it's just those aren't actual like coherent thoughts. They're just random sets of words together.
Yes.
Okay.
It might be responding to the stuff you're currently talking about.
Oh, so you got to read the whole thing. Yeah, Stabby cries after masturbation during as well. Who am I kidding? Englehart said, he cries during masturbation for lube. And then he says, but the salty tears burn his little pecker. So he cries for, using the tears for lube, but that burns your little pecker. Makes total sense. Yeah, and then he's saying it helps you because you like the pain, I guess, the burning sensation.
But then he knows?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is, dude. That could be something that was time dependent.
I think it is.
We have to be talking about.
Especially when it talks about the red wings and the red mustache.
Because you were talking, dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking. Like a good little person on the podcast. I'm also involved in the chat.
You know what? Although I gotta say, of the 4 people currently involved in this conversation, Gaming Yelling is probably the one that knows the least about pussy. I mean,
it turns out the combination of gaming and yelling doesn't get you laid all that often, dude.
No, he fucks dudes.
So, okay. No, my mistake. You're probably cleaning it up, dude.
Yeah, he's probably really good.
Damn, dude.
Knows all about messing with dudes, but I'm pretty sure he isn't regularly banging ladies. Oh, you had a threesome with 2 chicks. All right, fair enough.
What you got? What you got?
Not a threesome. Never done that.
Not really that.
It seems like it's a diversion of time spent, or I have to be really drunk.
Yeah.
This just seems
drunk.
I had hooked up with a chick that actually kind of preferred to have another chick in bed, but I never. I like a dumbass, I ended up getting back with my wife, dude.
No, dude.
Yeah, before I could experience that. Yeah.
Not my idea of it. I'm just like, I'd rather just be with one chick.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. It's fucking in practice though. It's kind of like
it would depend. Like if you're just hooking up for fun, like there's no relationship, it'd probably be great. But like if you're in a relationship and you're including other people in that, that's just shit's. People are gonna get mad.
Yeah, it's tough to have all 3 be down with it and not have jealousy enter into it. It's gonna be rare. You're gonna find 3 people that are gonna be able to pull it off.
I used to know a few people who were in like multiple person relationships. It should just always ends up going south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta find because it only takes one of the 3 to fuck it up. You know what I mean? So you got to have all 3 people that are somehow that, have that whatever that mindset is to be cool with that and not be jealous about any shit or finding 2 women to not be fucking jealous and catty is almost impossible.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm thinking about. Like sooner or later, one of the chicks is gonna get real.
Yeah.
Like, last time we got, I got nothing.
The chat's a little lively tonight.
Yeah, gaming and yelling. He's representing all by himself.
I think he's upset just because of the mullet thing.
Well,
still bugging him, huh?
It's better than a bowl cut, man. I mean,
true. Yeah.
I've seen people go through that. That's unfortunate.
I don't know, or just being like starting to go bald and shit like me. I just shaved my head because fucking there's already patches missing. Might as well match it all up.
Yeah, I've actually managed to keep a full head of hair, dude.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not.
My son's probably screwed if it's that malpattern baldness thing is true.
You might only have a couple more years before you start going bald, man.
Yeah, this is true.
You just turned 30. It's 35. That might be about when it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Usually around that between in the 30s, the late 30s, mid to late 30s is when it starts, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm 42. I'm pretty safe, dude.
No, you're probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. You can see. Yeah, he says my hair down my butt. So kiss my ass.
Hey, it's business in the front and party in the back, and the party goes all the way down to his ass. So he said it was a mullet.
You switch, man. We're gonna fuck over Step. Oh no, now we're gonna talk shit about Gaming Yell. Well, you were up there. Oh man.
Well, I mean, you guys. I mean, I'm the Jewiest. And see, I'm like the Jewiest one out of all of us. So there you go. So we got a mullet, we got a neck beard, and we got a Jewy guy. What do you got, Deitois?
I got nothing. Fat guy.
If I drop a penny outside, would you smell it or hear it first? Then
I'm not quite sure, man. It's some Spidey sense shit. I just know.
all the senses just kind of work together as a team.
Yep.
It's like a turd making fun of Rainbow. Gaming Yelling is mad. Oh, man.
All cylinders, man. Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, if only Satan and Satire were also here to tell us how much we suck.
Then he would like stab us to death or some shit.
Yeah.
And we'd offer hugs
in
return.
Or if Akinawa stopped being arrested.
Yeah. He's out of jail.
Yeah.
I fucking miss that guy, man. I don't know why he doesn't come around, man. I'm really kind of bummed about it.
He's probably in custody.
Right. They finally caught him. It turned out he wasn't bullshitting.
Yeah.
He left a comment on a video a while ago that are the times that we do the show now conflict with when he has to like sleep and be up for work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not surprising because there were plenty of times when he was like, "All right, I'm going to sleep and I'm going to listen to you guys until I fall asleep." So it was probably pretty close anyway. And now
which is a weird way to go.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if any of our voices are particularly soothing. It's not like we're fucking doing ASMR shit here.
Yeah.
I guess.
I was going to do ASMR, but I don't actually know what they do for ASMR.
It's like the weird like
you whisper.
It's like the weird whispering or like that chewing sound. Yeah.
Yeah, or they do a lot of different shit. They'll like make noises with like crinkly paper or fucking like tapping the mic. That's a lot of different shit. Because I actually do use that to get to sleep sometimes.
Ambient noise.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's pretty low sound. It's not anything that's really going to engage your brain as far as making you think about anything. Because I would listen to videos for the longest time. I would just listen to a video on a topic that I was only kind of interested in. So
that's
it was
not
something.
a bad idea.
So like it's kind of like white noise, but also like something I don't mind listening to.
I have to play a video of a shower running.
Oh wow! Dude, you should try the ASMR ones, dude. Try there's this cute Asian chick. Her name's Ting Ting. Look up her Ting Ting.
Ting Ting.
Yeah,
Ting Ting.
yeah, it's a cute Asian chick, dude. Yeah, the name's pretty ridiculous and kind of racist in my opinion.
A little bit.
I should put that on one of her videos. You know your name's really fucking racist. The name that you named yourself. Really fucking racist.
It's so racist when she makes fun of herself.
It's a lot of self-racism.
Yeah, hers are pretty good, and they're not.
Is Florida man.
It says it's 2:30 there, so the Florida guy.
Well, he said Florida.
Oh, Florida man. That is some funny shit. Yeah.
He said our voices are like herpes. If herpes could talk.
That means we're contagious.
All right, so Engelhard, sing him a song now.
No.
Our voices are infectious.
Yes, you can't. Once you get it, you have to spread it around to everyone. You can't not when you come in contact with somebody else.
That's you know what? We never did fucking lullaby for Akinaro.
Oh
yeah.
That's why he's gone.
He's disappointed that I couldn't remember the fucking lyrics to fucking Rockabye Baby.
That was so fucking funny.
That was pretty bad, wasn't it, dude? I think we got to the treetop, and I fucking bailed on it. Rockabye Baby on the treetop, and I lost it. I couldn't remember the fucking word.
Like, I don't know where it goes. I don't know the words.
Oh, man, for some reason, I suddenly cannot remember the fucking words to this thing.
That's great.
I mean, it's rockabye. I mean, my God, it's not like we were doing the one. What's that fucking song? I think it's called Rockabye. Like, there's an actual like pop song.
No, I have no idea. Send in the
LA and shit.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Yeah, I'll have to put a link. I'll have to look it up and put a link in Twitter or something. I'll tweet you guys a link.
Sounds good.
Or I'll put one in the chat too here.
Tweet me that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've never heard that. I wouldn't be surprised if you had.
I probably have. I just don't know. Associate it with the title. You have a face for radio. That makes a lot.
He was like, everything's gonna be all right. Rockabye.
Oh yeah. That sounds familiar.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
Yeah, it's by Sean Mullins' Lullaby. That's the name of the song I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had to look up the lyrics. I was like, and he has that like funky voice. Yeah, okay, you love that song. Yeah. I do have a radio face. Dude, that's cool, man. I'm not worried. I'm not trying to sell my face. I'm good.
He's not getting by on his looks. He's okay.
Although then again, the video that me and Engelhardt filmed this week should be coming out in a couple weeks. My face is gonna be all over that, so you have to deal with that. So
yeah.
Goes this wrong in my mouth?
So I did realize that my roommate got a GoPro, and so we've been messing around with that for today and seeing if we could do something in the future with it. And the quality of it is ridiculous, and it's just like the straight base model.
I don't know if I want to be in that high quality.
I mean, it's a ridiculous shit. So
I don't need that. Stabby's got a face that was made for low res.
Yeah. Well, then you're the one behind the camera, then, man. You're carrying that shit around.
Everything we'll just film Engelhardt. Oh, you know what? For at some point we got to film me riding that fucking tricycle. How ridiculous that was! Oh my god! I'm definitely gonna have to get a video of that and put it out just for like the lulz.
No, we'll probably be doing it mainly for our runs and stuff. Like if we're gonna do races and
that's what I figured we're gonna use it for. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Training purposes, you can like review your runs and figure out what you did wrong, and
also just see some really cool shit. Record some really cool shit. Depends on where we go.
You're just gonna run behind a group of girls and just like be looking at their ass the whole time.
You have to make it weird, man. Why'd you have to make it weird?
Yeah. The stabby we're talking about.
I know. You always had to make it weird.
You could make it real weird and just sing like Sinatra songs while you're following him. I don't know why Sinatra songs would like that'd be weird.
All right. Why not?
Okay.
There you go.
Like a virgin, doing it for the very first time. Oh Christ!
I was listening to some Madonna fucking songs on the radio earlier. I listened to there's a local radio station that plays like oldies, and they've suddenly it used to just all be classic rock, but now all of a sudden it's like a little bit of stuff is getting in from the 80s. Like I guess we've passed whatever bar that
now the 80s is classic rock. Yeah. Like it used to be only through the 70s was classic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Although, dude, there's just pointing. Some of the classic rocks will play Nirvana and shit like that, and I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm not that old."
Oh, what is my music favorite?
Not classic rock now.
My absolute favorite is the part of Pretty Woman, where the guy goes "Growl" like in the middle of the fucking song, just out of nowhere. Gets me every goddamn time.
Wow.
Oh, gaming! I told you he's gay. I'm sorry, gaming. I'm really not into dudes. Oh man, if I was, dude, it would be awesome because like it's an hour drive to San Francisco, and like I could get laid at any one of the fucking bars where the bears go. Like that would be like my fucking hunting grounds.
Hunting ground.
Well, they call it bears, so I call it hunting ground. Sorry, I figured that was a bad joke. Oh man. Actually, like fucking right down the road from where Friday Night Blues is the Stud Bar. The Stud Bar, which was like a leather gay bar. That was always interesting. But then, like, if you go in the other direction, it's a cop bar. It's like a little hole-in-the-wall bar where all the cops go.
It's
just like fucking...
Yeah, that makes sense, dude. I think all the cops are secretly...
They're all
want to fuck dudes. Yeah. They secretly want to fuck dudes.
Oh, man.
You know what?
Gaming,
seems kind of weird.
Are you just mad that I won't like try to sleep with you or something, gaming and yelling? I'm trying to figure this one out. I'm thinking.
Why is Stabby not hitting on me?
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh man. I'm gonna bet this sets him off. I've run out of things. I've run out of topics.
I think this might be a good time.
We're off. Yeah, we're derailing.
We just got to the point where we're antagonizing our audience of one person.
Yeah, thanks for being one of the 4 or 5 people that regularly come around. We're gonna fucking talk shit.
Rake you over the coals.
It means we love you, if that helps at all.
Love you an awkward amount. Thank you for that.
I didn't say it was healthy. I didn't say it was a healthy love or anything.
Oh God. Okay, and we're done.
Goodbye. Now I don't know if I want to stop the
podcast. I said goodbye.
Oh wait, are we signing off now? Should I click the button to stop?
Yes. Bye bye.
Click the damn button.